Lord, be all the glory. To you, Jesus, be all the honor. To you, aye, be all the glory and adoration forevermore. To you, Jesus, be all the glory. To you, aye, be all the honor. To you, Lord, be all the glory and adoration forevermore. Good evening, my beautiful people. Welcome. We give God the glory, we give God the honor. We thank Jesus, we thank his holy name for another day, another dollar. He's giving us the grace for you and I to be present. We are alive, we are well. We are not in hospital, we are not sick. He's provided for us, he's met our needs, he kept our family, he's kept our friends, he's preserved our life. We give him the glory. Thank you, Jesus. We give you the praise. I thank you, God, for all my subscribers, my fans, those who support me day and night on this channel. My Lord, I pray, oh God, that you meet them at their point of needs in Jesus' name. And we commit this session into your hands. Let it be a fruitful one. Let it not just be talking and making noise, but let us learn. Let us grow. Let us evolve in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Father. We give you the glory in Jesus' name. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. I salute each and every one of you. I throw away heavy booster, heavy salutes. All of you, I see you. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you. I just want to take 1 minute to just thank you for your love and constant support on this platform. I can't do it by myself. And I pray that God will meet you at the point of your needs. As we gather here again to learn today, we all will be blessed. We will learn something. We must not remain the same. One thing or the other must drop that will make us to evolve, to change. Don't forget, we're moving towards that title now. Our slogan is learn, unlearn, and growth. So we are going to learn, we are going to unlearn some things, and we are going to grow. So yeah, we are back with another story, with another update from the Usifo'S saga. I'm just going to jump right into it. But believe you me, I see you in the comment section. I throw away salute to every single one of you. Thank you very much. Please smash the subscription button if you are not yet subscribed. Make sure you smash that thumbs up as you're coming into the studio, as you're coming into the comment section. So that this video can get more traction and more people can join us. So if you've not done so, the thumbs up button, please just help me and smash it. Hit it as we go along. I don't usually remember to say it when we are in it, because when the matter don't enter body, when the gist don't enter body, I won't remember. Ade, it is not here that you hit the thumbs up. It is YouTube. So there's a YouTube button that says thumbs up, that says like. That's the one. Yeah, that is the one you click on, not the one here, because the one here in the comment section does not make any difference. Thank you so much, everyone. We are back with an update. So we got an update for the Usifo situation. You guys know that I have a particular interest in this matter. We've been talking about it. I've done videos about it. We've done streams about it. And yeah, the matter continues to unfold. And as we have the update, so I will bring it to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, for those of you who are currently here, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So the brother has finally spoken. Usifo'S brother has finally spoken. He has finally spoken, and what he said is quite chilling to the bones. It's chilling, my people. Mhm. Oh my God, this is so sad on all levels. Nobody, and I mean it, nobody deserves what happened to this man. Nobody deserves it. And the brother has been updating. He said that this is, let me just go through it quickly so we can understand what this is about, because it's serious. It is very, very serious. We just thought that, all this while we've been speculating, saying that there's more people, there are accomplices, there are this, there are that, so many speculation about the situation. But now, this young girl has still not mentioned anybody. Chidinma has not mentioned a single person that is involved. Because everybody's like, no, she couldn't have done it by herself. How can this small girl do this thing? How can this young girl do this thing? It seems like it's impossible. But finally, what she said, because she was interviewed by NTA, I'm going to play you the videos. And what she said, the revelation from her mouth, the plot thickens, and the plot actually, it thickens. Yeah. Every single day, we are having more information. We are having more updates about this thing. And as you said, the plot thickens. My people, smash the notification, smash the thumbs up. So this is what the brother said. The brother talked, say that Usifo was tortured. Yeah, he was tortured. And they also said that they don't believe that she's telling the whole truth, what happened in that room that day. By the way, there's a picture of the room. This is the picture of the room. Yeah, that's the room. You can see there are some half bottles. There's some empty bottles there. There's a bottle of peanut there. And, yeah, that's the room. You can see a cupboard is turned there. And you can see the bed. You can tell that a lot has gone on in that room. That is the room. So the brother said that they don't believe that the whole story is out in terms of her. That's Chidinma now telling us exactly what went on in that room. The name of the brother is Dr. Isi Ataga. That's his name. It's his blood brother, because don't forget that Usifo comes from a very influential family as well. His father is a professor. The mother is educated as well. So this guy is just not a nobody. He's from an influential family, and also did good for himself. Some people were saying in the comment of the last video I made, where I was talking about all the lies that people were lying up and down, saying that the wife was involved, this, that. The first lie was the fact that they said that he's a billionaire. When somebody has a few millions in Nigeria, they will be calling him a billionaire. Do you know his account number? Are you in his account? Are you in his account? Did you know him when he was alive? If the people that know him are talking, we that don't know him, or those that don't know him, make them just quiet. I think it's better that way. My sister, I can see you. I know you're in the studio. Let me just finish the introduction, because there's a lot to go through. Then we will talk. I'll bring you in, please. Yeah, I can see you, Chida's Spina. So Dr. Isi Ataga is the brother of Usifo, and he said that Usifo was gagged and tortured before he was eventually deleted, before he was pied. Okay? And that is why I put that word. I don't know if some of you saw my my poster. I put BDSM there. And I'm going to get to it in a minute to explain to you, because a lot of people may not understand what BDSM. Just think about 50 Shades of Grey. Okay? As you see BDSM, think of 50 Shades of Grey. How many of you read that book or saw the movie? The movie was crap, but the book was better. Yeah. In the movie, in the book, you would have seen what happened. The main character, Christian Grey, was into BDSM. This is what he was doing. So it involves a lot of activity that I will explain briefly. I won't go into it because, it's just It's heavy stuff, really, really heavy. So the brother said that the body of his brother, this is Dr. Isi Ataga now saying that his brother, the Usifo'S brother, when he was found in the apartment where he spent the night with the 300 level students of University of Lagos, Chidinma Ojukwu, who later came and confessed that she was the one that did it. That, you know, he's not sure that it's only one person that did it. Yeah, he said that he said there's doubt whether she single-handedly did it. But so far, she hasn't mentioned anybody. And I'm beginning to believe that she acted alone, because I will explain, because now we are bringing in a new area which none of us even thought about before, and that's BDSM. I will explain. No, my people, just please follow me patiently, because I want us to understand. The brother said that Usifo died a horrific death, that it wasn't just what this young lady was saying. Chidinma was saying that, oh, in carry knife, in chukam for neck, this, that, multiple times. No, he said no. His hands were tied tightly, and there were marks all over his wrist. Remember when people were saying that, how come this small girl was able to overpower a big man like this? And they say he's an amateur boxer. That's what they said Usifo was. I was an amateur boxer. So the reason is because he was gagged and he was tied. They already tied his wrist. Okay, she tied his wrist, and for him to allow her to tie his wrist, that is where the element of BDSM is coming into it. Christian Grey stuff, you know, bonding and all those things involving, you know, all those sexual acts whereby they will tie the person's hand, there will be chains, there will be whipping. Yeah. I've got it. I got a clip of that, Monica. Yeah, I got a clip of the NTA interview. I got it. I'll play it in a minute. I want to finish what the brother said first. So there was no one in the entire building. Don't forget, like, this is like a flat in a building, but nobody could hear him screaming because he was gagged. And then he said, let that sink in. He was gagged and he was tortured. That means they use something tie him out. And for you to use something tie somebody mouth, a man like that, big man like this, physically big, I'm not even talking about his bank account now. That means, you know, it's something like, you know, the form of role play, BDSM, they are doing all those kind of Christian Grey stuff I'm talking about. Yeah. So when they got to the room where the disease was lying on the floor, he shows a room where there was blood stains everywhere. And he said that there were several evidence of a ferocious struggle. And that's why he believes that one person could not have done this. This is what the brother said. And I quote him, Dr. Isi Ataga. And me, like I said in my last video about this matter, I will never come and give you guys information that I cannot verify. This one is the brother said it. Okay, so we can take that this is a family member, you know, giving out information and obviously knows what he's talking about. So, make we come check, what are we talking about? What is BDSM, my people? So this is what BDSM means. BDSM is, you know, when they bond somebody, it says bondage. BDSM subculture is the practice of, they will tie the person, bind the person, restrain the partner, they whip, you know, do all sorts of things in a somatosensory stimulation. So the partner can be physically restrained in a variety of ways, including the use of rope, cuffs, bandage, tape. When I say so, are you following me, my people? So this is the element there. She said she tied him. How can a man, a grown man, no matter how drunk or whatever, allow you to tie him? So that makes me believe that there was role play going on there and some BDSM, Christian Grey stuff. And somebody was asking on the post, what is BDSM? Because a lot of people don't know this stuff, you know. And this is how somebody described it simply, which makes a lot of sense. He said it's something that has to do with bondage, dominating and you know, some sexual fantasies or activities like tying. They will tie your hands either front or back, you know, handcuffs. Now don't see all this movie when they're gonna chain the man, big man, no go just lie down. Or you both they like all those stuff. Me no say our people say don't enter. They will come use handcuffs, they tie them for the bedpost. They will not be using whip or things like that. Some men are into that kinky stuff. Some women are into it as well. Some men are actually looking. I know a lot of Oyibo like all those things, that a woman that would dominate them and play all those roles, and you know. So this was definitely involved. It was involved because she used her mouth. I'll play the video for you in a minute, my people. We did here. The NTA video is here. So it's tying, beating, commanding the person to do your will. So it's like a master, you know, slave relationship, you know, hunter dog relationship, several fetish activities that run wild because some people, you know, want to take it to the next level in terms of their getting their freaky. They want to get their freaky on. They want to get their freaky on. So I hope you understand what BDSM is now. That is what it is, my people. So now let's get to that video. Before I play the NTA video, I want to show you the video initially, because this girl, now, the way I'm looking at this whole situation now, I was discussing with somebody yesterday, there's definitely some mental health involved. I didn't want to believe it before. But I've looked at all these videos again. I went through them again, playing them one after the other. Because remember, we said that there was no emotion on her face, right? That when she started, she didn't cry. The initial interview, this girl did not cry. She didn't. She didn't. She was as calm as anything. I don't know, maybe she has access to social media or she's hearing what people are saying. No. Did you notice that in all her subsequent videos, now so cry, this girl can't cry, yo. So cry, now she can't cry. See, this is the initial video. They will show it in a minute. This is the one that Punch did do, where she was saying, I didn't plan to. I wanted to get money from him. You know, they were asking her, so why did you do that? She said, I wanted to get some money from him. And in this video where she now spoke to NTA, she said that she had already asked him for money and he said he didn't have. Yeah, Abby, you are right. You see how relaxed she is? She even looks a bit, you know, tired here. Now, the initial one, when she was with the newspaper people that they were asking her question, this one was Punch one. This girl had no single emotion. It's like she was detached from what is happening. It's like it wasn't happening to her. I looked at her and I studied her body language. And I was like, no, there's something wrong with this girl. There is something definitely wrong. Because, you know, Sister me, fancy face, you are here. Troway salute to Ekrolema. And that's how they're puffing, no? Yeah, this one that is puffing. And we are going to get to all that where she was talking about how she got into drugs and everything. We're going to get into it in a minute. So, my people, this girl showed no emotion at all. No emotion. How can a human being, first of all, guys, let's reflect on it for a minute. You and I are adults. Some of us are almost 50 something, some are 60s here, some are 40, some are 30 something. We are all mature people. How you go kiss somebody? You go leave the scene quietly, go house, change your clothes, bath, sleep 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you don't tell anybody. What if the police didn't come and they didn't trace it through the Airbnb? This girl will get away with them. She would have gotten away with it. She looked like the thing did not, it's like she's not affected by it. The initial video, she was just answering questions as if, it's no big deal. There was no single emotion in her face. I was like, wow. Wow, poverty will not let them show emotion. Jessica, you think so? No, I want to go further and say that there's some serious something going on with this girl. I don't know what it is. I'm not a mental health expert, but for somebody to be so detached from a situation of which you are the main architect, you are the one that caused it, And it's something so serious about taking a man's life, and you are so detached. Now, so she did answer question, pien, 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 as if not be she did here. Can you, I mean, think about it. Some of us, when we do something, even not remotely close to itself, our conscience no will let us rest. You'll be worried. This is something so grievous. And she was narrating it as if it's super story, as if it's nothing. But in subsequent videos, now she can't cry. Yeah, this is the first interview when they initially interviewed her. She was so composed. No, she said, I haven't done it before. I never keep before. Very, very composed. Okay, guys, because of time, let me jump to the video of NTA and take a look at what she had to say. Now she's saying that the story keeps changing. No, initially she said it's because he was forcing her. He wanted to force her, and she was tired. She wanted to sleep. This is how the story has evolved. Oh, I was tired. I was high. I wanted to sleep. He wanted to force me. He wanted to sleep with me, and then we started fighting. So people were saying it's self-defense. It's self-defense. This is somebody that went to meet somebody, a man, for the main purpose of meeting together was to have fun and for them to have sex. So now she's saying she's tired. She wanted to sleep. Then she changed it again and said that she's sorry. She didn't mean to. It's because she wanted money. Because in this video, I'm going to show you the way she was confessing again. You will see why they were asking her, why did you take the money then? Why did you take the money? She will tell us why she said she took the money because she needed the money. She changed the story now. She says because of her mother that was not there. That's what she said in this video I'm going to play. She said, oh, my mother was not there. That's why. I didn't have anybody to talk to. She blamed it on the drugs that she's taking. You see, 4 counts. So I've changed it now 4 times. That her story, it keeps evolving. Every minute, she's looking for another thing to tie it to why it happened. She said, oh, my mother was not there. You know, I grew up with an uncle in Mushin. So I didn't know. I needed the money. I didn't have somebody to talk to. My people, let me play the video for you guys. Make I not talk too much again. Oh, yeah.
I love her.
Bye.
I was on drugs, and also during the struggle that he was trying to strangle me, that was when I used the knife on him.
Chidinma says she has been into drugs since she was 19 years, unknown to anybody, including her parents.
It was in a party where drugs was given. That was when I took drugs at first time.
Chidinma informed me that she met the deceased just a few weeks ago in Lagos. And until their first quiet time together in a hotel, she never knew the deceased won't meet her financial needs. So she decided to do things her own way.
That time he was sleeping. I tied his hand so that by the time he wakes up, he will be able to give me what I want, and I'll go.
I don't understand. You tied a man's hand.
Yes.
How? I'm not able to do that.
It was already high, so he didn't feel it. And it took more than I did.
After listening attentively to Chidinma's confession, respondents are wondering if it wasn't a premeditated crime.
No, I didn't.
Because you know he said you tied his hands.
Yeah, for him not to, when he wakes, for him not to attack me.
But you had the mind to steal from him.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
So would you want to steal from him? After all, you his boyfriend and 2 of you are enjoying yourselves. So would you want to have the mind to kill him, to hurt him?
Yes, I needed the money.
After you had killed him, you still took away his ATM cards to go withdraw money from his account.
That's because I needed the money. So when he was gone, I just took everything and left.
If you had asked him, please, sir, or my love, after you called him, I need money from you for this, do you think he would have been so stingy not to give to you?
I asked him, but he said he didn't have.
And you knew he had the money?
Yes.
Chidinma says her dream is to be a successful actress and musician. She is presently a 300-level student of mass communication in the University of Lagos. With this, I visited the university.
He smoked loud and SK. That's a form of marijuana that she took, and made her to be high. But one thing is certain: if one is high, one can sleep, one can lie down there. But to have resorted into killing means that the girl has a problem.
Listen to more.
Both of them, the man and the lady, were high. And, you know, if you are saying that you are tired of sex or whatever you are saying you are tired of, you know, but you are in that condition, you are still smoking and still drinking heavily. So you can see that a girl that can do that is not the first time that she's doing it.
With this development, what action is the university authorities taking since Chidinma is still a student of the school?
That she's a student of Unilag is not an issue. When her fate will be decided by the judiciary.
Will she be readmitted if pardoned by the law?
So if the girl has shown this, that she can kill, that she has what it takes to do all these things, I don't think she's fit to be among other peers like that, because she can do more dangerous things, like I said.
I took a trip to Chidinma's home at Alagomeji area of Fiaba in Lagos. The gates of the premises were under lock and key. Maybe out of fear of the unknown, no single person in the vicinity agreed to say anything to me about Chidinma or the crime she committed. Back to Chidinma. All through my interaction with her, Chidinma was in tears and blames her action on the absence of her mother in the home.
I make decisions that sometimes I need someone to talk to, but I just don't see it. I just do it.
Shola Aleton disagrees with her.
My people, now don't hear back. Shatigba, have you seen another side of the story? Me, my people. Pardon, but exactly. That is how Nigeria think. Oh, no matter the sin that you commit, it's pardon they are looking for. Yeah, that is the Baba Shamata were talking yesterday. That is the pardon. Nigerians, oh, law is my people. Okay, let's not go into that. Yeah, now pardon. See, that's NTA presenter for you. You know, see them. Now NTA presenter, I purposely crop her face cover for there because she dey vex me the way she. Pardon. Right, okay. I'm going to play you one or two videos because I want to talk about the aspect. There are several things she brought she brought up there in that video. She talked about her mama were not there. She talked about drugs. And now, make una see what is going on in Nigeria and Africa as a lot, because I also saw one video in Ghana one. I didn't download that one. Young girls. So this now that's why they smoke banana. Una sick banana. Una sick banana for action. She dey enjoy the thing. She dey puff. I should say most of them don't see the video before. See another one of these girls. They are passing the bottles around. Look at the bottles in their hand. Just look at the bottles. There's Kombucha, there's JD. Look, see how they are passing them. And these children, more than 2018, look at them. When I see them, they pass the bottle around. Now I don't see them. Let me play it once more so that you can see they are passing the bottles around. So they all have one bottle of different spirits and Red Bull, and they are all passing it around one by. Okay, now I don't see something bad, my people. I think those girls are in secondary school because the way they look. And see, I want yeah me oshoroga. This I want my mommy oshoroga. Look them all. See face don't hide. Everybody don't hide. No, look them. my point is that my people is a way of life now. It's a way of life for them. You know, see this one. See her eyes. You know, see. You see how young she is. Aha. Now the record I'm gonna put on for social media. Can you see them? Yeah. So it is a way of life now for young girls, young boys. The way people are using drugs in Nigeria. Una go fear. This and I hear they get epidemic of or say the people they take drugs. No. No, see them. All girls, all of them. If this one home man, now I no go buy the man finish. I no go finish the man. You know, see the eye. Look at them. Just look at them. They go sit down for one corner for bush. They puff. Na igbo, na gbana. No see am. This is it. Now the society. This is the society. This is what is going on. So yeah, I'm going to bring in my sister now. She's been waiting for some time because we want to talk about what Chidinma spoke about her mother. And I want to talk about the issue of the drugs. I want to talk about, you know, when it comes to, because the marriage broke, they say her parents, they got divorced or separated, whatever. And she ended up living with her father, who now took her to her uncle in Mushin, that she was living with her uncle, right? Okay, so I want to look, let's explore that for a bit. Let's talk about when a marriage ends, because I see this all the time. I did a video about it yesterday, custody battle between the Amata, you know, and Ubong, and people were saying, Bridget, some people came and were cursing me that I'm always favoring women. How can a woman not get in touch because the court gave the daughter to the husband? My question is, if you are a parent and a marriage ends, and you know that you don't, especially if you are a man and you know that you don't have the capacity to provide love and attention to that child, why do you want the custody of your child? Is it more important who the child stays with or the welfare and the well-being of the child? My sister, I'm bringing you in because I need you on this one.
Okay.
You're welcome, my sister.
Hello, Obodoyibo. Thank you so much for having me. Honestly, it's an honor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, honestly, what you've just shared with us, it's mind-boggling. It raises a huge societal question to say, where are we going? Now, those are girls, children. They are in their teens. They are not fully formulated yet in experience, in life, in anything. They are still children evolving. And already they are making or living a lifestyle that is relegated for maybe adults. Even for adults, it's not even something that should be encouraged. But children, children have taken it upon themselves to make it their mantra, their way of life. So what future have we got? Where is the future of our girl child? What is the future of the society? The society is changing for good. It is changing for good, but not for good, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Something needs to happen to bring it back. And how do we bring it back? We have to go back to the family. And like they say, charity begins at home. It is within the four walls of the home that things need to happen. Things need to take shape. But the life that we have now, the way the society is evolving, it is making it very difficult for the home to play its role in the life of children, most especially the girl child.
Yeah. You seen this Chidinma story? No. I want you to talk about this. You've heard all the discussion about how she said it's because she didn't have a mother. That's one of the reasons she gave why she didn't have anybody to talk to.
I wouldn't totally put her on the ground for that, but I would say that is an excuse. While I say it is an excuse, everybody has put their hand in the cookie jar in this one. Her parents, the society, and Chidinma I would, Chidinma, sorry, a call is coming through. Let me cancel it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I would argue that Chidinma, not only did she commit that crime, yes, I mean, she's owned up to it. But the question is, how did she get to where she got to?
Yeah.
What led her to be able to carry a knife, to stab a man, and walk out of that room cold-bloodedly? What were those things that influenced her? I'm going to be saying this. To be honest with you, if I'm going to use myself as an example, I would say she's lying. That is an excuse.
Okay.
That is
Why
an excuse from the pit of hell.
Okay.
But because from a personal experience, I grew up without my mom.
Okay.
From the age of 5, from a broken home where my dad made us go to stay with my grandmom. And then subsequently, he brought the auntie he was cheating with, brought her into the house and gradually told us, start calling her mommy. Yeah. Now, saying that, even though he took, now this covers a lot of things, to be honest, but I'll try and narrow it and leave it at Chioma has a responsibility.
Chidinma.
Chidinma.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And she's never taken responsibility for what she did. She's blamed
She
everybody.
hasn't taken responsibility for what she did.
No, she's blamed everybody.
Exactly. And she says she does not want to die. I think I saw another clip that says she said she doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
That is just why she's been caught. That is why we are having the crocodile tears now and all that. But the lifestyle she lived before now was pointing in the direction that this is how it is going to end. But before she got to where she is, where she's blaming her mother, I am sure if you are to go to the mother, put a mic under her mouth and ask her, the mother will tell you the battles she has had with the Chidinma. And Chidinma is using the fact that the parents' separation as an excuse to carry on. Emotionally, I've seen situations whereby children from broken homes emotionally blackmail their parents to carry on with their lifestyle. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I've got a friend whose son is emotionally blackmailing her, and she is living in the guilt and do not do the needful and is placating the boy. This is the problem. Her coming out now to come and tell us that it is her mother's fault. If we are to dig deep, it is not entirely the mother's fault.
Okay.
It is not just the mother. Sorry?
Let me ask you, my sister. Let me ask you. So when a marriage ends and, there are children involved, somebody has to take care of the children. Obviously, both parents cannot live together again.
Yes.
Why, in your own case, for instance, why do you think your father wanted to have you, even though, like you said, he even brought home the auntie he was cheating with and made you guys call the woman mom? Why is it that some men fight for custody knowing that they cannot care for the children themselves?
Let me tell you, first, I can tell you for free. This one, I didn't even growing up, before I became an adult, I knew it was to fight my mom. It basically fight my mom because he knew we were so important to this woman. And the only way he could do it was to spite her. Taking into consideration, there was an 8-month-old baby that she was still breastfeeding. Hello?
And the baby was taken away?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
The baby was taken away?
There was an 8-year-old. The child was, he took all 3. He timed when she was in law school. She's an accomplished woman. In fact, she just retired.
You mean the 8-month-old baby was taken away from your mother? A baby that was suckling breast.
It is. If you hear her story, it is her story to tell. That is a different story. So an 8-month-old baby was taken off from this woman and dumped with this he's my father, with his mother. He dumped the 8-month-old child together with myself and my other sibling, his mother. He was going out. We don't see him till weekends, because by the time he was at that time he was a lawyer who practiced privately, and his job took him around the country. And when he's around, we don't see him, because from work he parties hard. He was much younger then, obviously. By the time he comes home, we are in bed. By the time he wakes up, we've left home and we've gone to school. By the time he wakes up because he was his own oga, so he goes to work at the time he wakes up.
Yeah.
So we only see him weekends when he's still snoring, and we wake up and we don't have to go to school. So who raised us, basically? I would give kudos at that time to my stepmother, my grandmother, the numerous uncles and aunties. Whether it is good or bad, that is another topic for another day. Yeah. However, I wanted my mom. I yearned for my mom.
Of course.
My mom will come visit. His sisters will purposely make us go out to see my mom. What do I know? A 5-year-old at that time. We will see our mom and they will tell us to go back inside. And my mom, unknown to her, is thinking we are running away from her. And I remember going through the window, looking out at the window, and my mom was rolling on the ground, crying.
Oh.
Anytime she's coming, she does not come alone. She will come with a family member or a friend to come and see us. She will come with boxes of clothes that they never give us. So it is just to spite. It is just to spite. He took us away from her just to spite. Now, talking about Chidinma, I do not know her own personal circumstance. That could have been the battle, but that she could not even stay with the father or the mother, but is staying with an uncle, is a question that needs to be asked. Why? And what is her experience living with her uncle?
Yeah.
What was her experience? Who raised her?
Yeah.
Let me tell you for free. I wouldn't say that I do not have my own scars. Like you mentioned yesterday, that when two elephants are fighting, it is the grass that suffers. Definitely, it was the grass that suffered.
Yeah.
It was the grass. I can tell you, when I was in university back then, my mother would do everything. But before she would say, go to your father. Before they reconciled, they are not reconciled, you know.
No way. No way.
Oh, it's a story.
So your father took her back after he sent her away. The marriage broke up and he married somebody else.
He not only did he marry somebody else, he now married another person behind after, went and took his friend's wife. Not his friend, his client. Let me put it that way. His client.
Then he divorced them and married your mother again and came back with your mother.
When he became born again. So
no consideration for the damage they've done to you, the children.
Yes.
Did he ever apologize to you for?
Every time. He doesn't. Every time. To be honest, he knows he did not raise us. So he knows the hand of God is the one that is on our lives.
Wow.
So he really appreciates God and appreciates my mother. One thing I will tell you, that a child will always, once the mother is a praying mother, it is God that takes care of children at the end of the day. Forget it. Even with the parents being in the same house, at the end of the day, it is God that takes care of the children. It was my mother, a praying woman. From when I went to boarding school, that was when I had more access to her. Every weekend she was coming to visit me. And any holiday there was, like midterm holiday or weekends, I will run and go and spend it with her.
Oh, my
You
goodness.
understand? So I was very confident in the knowledge that my mother loved me because I saw her active effort. I remember me as a child in a court when my mom took my father with the baby to go and take us back. How she left him is a different story. How he came and took us away from her is a different story. He took us away from her when she was in law school writing her final exam. She went to the hostel to study with colleagues. She was in her final year, sorry, not law school. She was in her final year in the university.
Yeah.
And he took us. He knew he was monitoring her movement. He took us and made me to go and knock on the door and shout, "Mommy, mommy." The story afterwards was that her friends were the ones that stopped her from coming to the door.
So both
she
your
knew
parents,
he had us.
they are lawyers.
They are both lawyers.
But he qualified before her, so he had more.
He qualified. Yes, he
experience.
qualified before her.
And he used his legal knowledge and experience and clout to make sure that.
And remember, back then, the society was more patriarchal. Automatically, they just gave him custody of the children. But because I knew the fight she fought, I knew she loved me. She loved me and my siblings. And she dedicated days in the week I can tell you, from my childhood till today, every Wednesday, I know it is a prayer day that she reserves for me and my siblings. She prays and fasts every Wednesday. And it is on that grace that I know that God has protected her children, irrespective of the wickedness around us. Now, the world that Chidinma lives in today is different from the world that I lived in.
That you grew up in, yeah.
That I grew up in.
Yeah.
Social media was not there to further influence me. Although, back then, when I was in uni, there was runs girls.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, never was it ever, I was never attracted to that lifestyle. I don't know why. Maybe because I just felt confident in the fact that, because one thing my mother would always tell me is that she loves us. That she's always said this is the right way to behave. This is wrong, is ungodly.
That's why it's so important to tell your children you love them. But social media wasn't there to glamorize this lifestyle though. Because now it is a thing of glamour for you to live that life, the life of having a sugar daddy, having a big man. And another thing that I observed from Chidinma's confession and her ever-changing story is the fact that she didn't realize Usifo was rich. She didn't know. No, she didn't know. She didn't know he was that rich. If she knew, she would, perhaps maybe she would not have done it. She didn't know that he was that rich. Because she said that when he was sleeping, that last video that I played, she said that when he was sleeping, I tied his hands. And then the NTA reporter said, "Why did you tie his hand? Why couldn't you ask him?" Say, I tied his hand so that he will not attack me. And, you know, he was already high and I tied his hand. And because there was another story that said that this girl was blackmailing people. So she's
blackmailed in the past.
What she did was so calculated. She already tied him because he was high. And of course, you know, he wasn't functioning properly. He's already drunk or high or whatever. She tied his hands and she was waiting. She was waiting. So she knew exactly what she was doing because she knew it was good. She was afraid. She didn't want him to attack her. So she tied his hand when he was high. You understand? She said, "I didn't want him to attack me." Okay, so why did you take his money? She said, "Oh, because I needed the money."
Because she needed the money.
Yeah, that's what she said.
But if she didn't know he was rich, what made her think she should take his money? Why should she kill him for the money, for his ATM?
No, she already killed him before she took the ATM. Remember, in the first video, when this thing first broke, we thought it was 5 million naira she took. In fact, my first video, I said 5 million because this is information. But later, it's 300 and something thousand she took.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't think she had an inkling towards, what this man has, or maybe wasn't a generous lover, because don't forget that they've
Well,
been dating.
yeah. One thing again is children of nowadays, they are very, very savvy. Whether she might not know he was a billionaire or the amount of money in his account, which obviously he will not tell her, but the clothes he wears, the car he drives, the way he carries himself,
Oh
that
yeah.
should give her an indication that
Yeah.
he might have some change.
Yeah.
Saying this, and what would drive a young girl to go out with somebody who is old enough to be her father, or
It
even older
happens
than
very
her
frequently in
father?
Nigeria. It's a way of life in Nigeria, my sister. Like
Now,
you
it has
said,
been glamorized.
yes,
It
like you
has been
said,
glamorized, and it's wrong.
yeah. The Nigerian society that you and I grew up in is not the same today. Did you not see those
Yeah.
girls? I played their video to you. Did you not see
Yeah.
them? Yeah,
Yes.
it's a different society.
And that is why I'm saying social media has a huge, a huge element to how this, a huge factor to how this girl must contributed to her behavior.
Yeah.
Remember, all this social media, they are all socially conditioning our children.
Yeah,
It is all
absolutely.
socially conditioning our children.
Yeah.
And I would be forced to even say mind control.
Yeah.
Because if your own influence over your child is not strong, it needs to be stronger than social media. Or else, whatever you say to your child is already conditioned and controlled by what they have seen in
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah.
Already you have your child coming to tell you that, but mommy, you are so strict. Why is it that other parent, this person's parent, allow their children to do this, to do that?
To do sleepover. And you
To
say
do
you
sleep.
cannot go to somebody's house. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these are issues that we need to be very, very serious. And for me, I have a lot of questions. Who is to blame? Everybody has a part to play in where Chidinma has landed herself, including the Chidinma herself.
Of course.
The society, her parents, how did they fight for this girl's morals? Were they intentional in how she was raised? What was the moral compass that was used to raise her? Her behavior shows she's still like a child, who has still not developed, who has not gathered sense. It is a child that will just think of, I need to go and do this, and then they will just do it without thinking of the implication.
She was living with her dad. She's already been pushed. She's been moved around from one uncle to the other. Only God knows the experience she went through. But remember, this is Nigeria, and this is Mushin. We are not trying to make excuses for her, but she was living with an uncle in Mushin. This is what she said. And that uncle will have a wife, and you think the wife is going to treat her like it. In some cases, yes, but most times she's will be like the house girl. Some women will never love another woman's child the way they love their own. That is a fact. And then now she's with her father. Her father, an older man, will probably go to shop or whatever he's doing to go and do his daily living. And he's not going to monitor. Women, we have that instinct to monitor and notice things. If my child brings something home that I didn't buy, and I know that his father did not buy, nobody bought it in our family, I will pick it up immediately. But you think men will do that? No, they won't even notice.
Exactly. So these are the kind of things.
But I will go through my children's things. I will go to their room. Anything I see, and I know that this thing is, I will ask questions. Where did you see this? Who gave you this? How did you get this? Where did you get money to buy this? If I see money, anything that, women will just have that sixth sense about things. You see what I mean? We just have that sixth sense about things that we can always discern. When your child has started doing krukere, you just know. You will know.
Exactly. And that is the thing. And that is, but then again, We are slaves to the weekly or monthly wages. We've become enslaved by trying to meet up, trying to put food on the table, trying to live in a particular house or move to a certain area. So we are running for that next paycheck that does not give us that time to spend in the presence of our children. The time in those days is during dinner time. Now everybody is in their individual rooms with phones, entertaining themselves while mommy or daddy carries on working. This is a lesson. This is something for every parent to sit down and reflect. To be honest. Because
even here in the diaspora, my sister, sorry. Even here in the diaspora, do you know the amount of African parents that leave their young children unsupervised, even though it's against the law to go and work? They will leave their children. Maybe the oldest is 10. They will leave 2 younger ones with the child, and they will run to work. Hey, don't open the door for anybody. Oh, if anybody comes and knock, do not open the door. Just take care of your younger ones. Young carers everywhere.
Exactly. And that is the problem. So we don't really have that time. So the society has broken down. To be honest, the Bible is the standard. Going back the Bible way. But man in its sinful nature has abused the order that God wanted things to be. Because when both husband and wife are out looking for money, spending, doing 50-50 or whatever the ratio is in the family, who is going to be raising the child? Of course, it used to be TV before, but now it is social media. It is social media. The question is, what influences our children more? Is it the nature or their nurture? How are we nurturing these children?
It's both. Both nature and nurture has an impact on child development.
Exactly, but one sometimes supersedes.
Yeah.
And in this day and age,
nurture supersedes nature. Yeah.
And in this day and age, I'm more inclined to lean on nurture being more of the dominance.
Yeah, it is. Nurture is dominance. Yeah.
Yes.
Nurture is about lifestyle, it's about environment, it's about whether your parents are rich or poor, it's about the friends and you have, the school you grow up in, and so many other factors. Yeah. So nurture
and
is
now,
and children are born good. No child is born evil.
No child is born evil. In fact, funny enough, yesterday my 8-year-old daughter asked me this question from nowhere.
Yeah, children are born good.
I think it was something they are doing in church, in school. They go to a Catholic school. So she was asking me, Mommy, are children born good or bad? And I'm like, where is that coming from? No, children are blank. Anything that you put in,
anything you put into them, children are born, they are blank. That's why children cannot hate. You see, we that live in the diaspora here, we talk about racism and things like that. But you see, children, like white children that grew up and their parents are, they are very racist. That child is going to grow up to be racist because it's what they've observed.
It's what
children learn by observation, by what is around them, what they see, what they feed on. So nurturing is number one. I have shared the link, my people. Thank you so much, Ida Spina. I really appreciate you. This was last minute. Kudos to you. This was really last minute. It wasn't planned.
And I was nervous, so I was saying,
you did well. You did well. You should read the comment. Everybody is just saying that you are spilling the truth. You are spilling fat. Thank you so much, my sister.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good evening. Yeah.
Same to you. Thank you.
All
Bye.
Right. Bye-bye. Thank you. So I've shared that's our sister there, Chida Spina. She's kindly come on. And this was not even planned. It was just impromptu today. Oh, God will bless you, my sister. Thank you so much for coming on. You've done excellently well. I have shared my link, guys. If you have something, we are talking about parenting. So many things involved, though. I'm moving away now. I'm stepping away from Chidinma now. Let's talk about parenting. What is going on with parenting today? She brought up a lot of things, drugs, custody of not having her mother in her life, non-availability. We want to talk about all these issues, nurturing, and the things that adults in children's life do that form and that will now impact on that child growing up and how they are going to present in the future. Chidinma went through so many things in her life. Her parents' marriage was broken. She was passed around to live with uncle and uncle and uncle and a father who may or may not be present. We don't know. But we are talking about the impact that, the decisions that we make as adults, it has on children. And, my sister here just now made a very fantastic comment. And she was like, is it nurture or nature? And a lot of you in the comment section, I saw somebody there say, is nurture. And I agree. Nurture is the dominant one. So my link is in the comment section. Join the conversation. I've got a few people already. And let's just do this. Back. Uyi, I've got you. You're welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
I'm fine.
Where are you joining?
I was just laughing. I'm calling from Tuscany, Italy.
Tuscany. Yeah, I think you joined me before. I remember. Yeah.
Yes. I was just laughing when you were analyzing the the beastoms, the so-called stuff that they use when having enjoyment in bed.
You were laughing, eh?
I was just laughing with the way you were analyzing it. Look at everything boils down to you taking drugs. When you are high, you want fantasy. You want to do something extraordinary apart from the normal way that God has destined us to have the enjoyment. You want to do it extraordinary. The major factor is just that all these things is being done by the white people. Now, it has not been, it's not being done by black people. I'm not beginning to imagine. It's so pathetic. It's so pathetic. I just pray that God will help us because it's not easy. Because I still say it is social media that has brought these issues, that has brought a lot of issues that we are now emulating a lot. I pray that God will help us. It's just God anyway. That's my little contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Take care of yourself. And our regards to everybody in Tuscany, Italy. I've got Light Nest. Hello, Light.
Hello.
Hello, Light. How are you?
Hello.
Yeah, can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes, everybody can hear you loud and clear. So many things in her life. Her parents' marriage was.
Oh dear, what's happening?
Yes, everybody can hear you loud and clear. Mute your YouTube.
Okay, yeah. Thanks so much, Sister Bray, again. Let me also use this opportunity to thank our sister who just spoke before. I must say, this issue is multifactorial. However, let me just stand from the point relating to parenting that which was the foundation that the sister just laid. There's a lot about parenting issue. Some are known, and some people are have the grace, and they say what's happening in their life. Some people are still holding things behind, and we only know what is being said so far.
Right.
For instance, our sister mentioned that she tested a bit of the parents, broken home parenting and all that.
Yeah.
But I can also tell you that even people who are not in a broken home or who are not raised in a broken home still have issues that are related to this. For instance, today, we have the issue of 50-50 in marriages, which is really sad. Is no longer the woman mostly will stay home. Of course, by all means, we promote women having their independence and being career women, but they should also have that opportunity, not due to pressure, like, oh, I don't want to stay home and be called a housewife that I'm not. No, housewife actually does a lot more than even people who are working in the offices and all that. However, the role that children see while growing up also determine the role they will take. Let me give it for example now. If
Yeah.
you see your mom struggling to make ends meet because your dad is not providing anymore, or she has to do 50-50 and all that, you will imitate that because children learn by what they see. And when you
Absolutely.
grow up, for instance, if is the pressure, if the pressure turn away, turn around, that, oh, you saw me doing this as a woman, now you have to do it. Sometimes some of us have to take care of our home family, take care of grandmother, take care of parents, take care of siblings. This issue where they raise one child and then
Mhm.
you are now turned to raise the whole others, and they'll
Yeah.
say, yes, I've managed to raise you, now you have to raise your other
Yeah.
siblings.
Yeah.
Is
So
what,
like
you know people are not talking
somebody,
about it, but it's
yeah,
going on. And I
yeah,
can
like
tell you the pressure can be immense too. For
like
instance, someone can say, yeah, Chidinma, she's from a broken home. Okay, you that is not from a broken home, what's your excuse?
what's the
For
excuse?
instance, if
Yeah.
she's not from a broken home, I can
Mm-hmm.
tell you the excuse, the pressure that comes with, let's say, first child, or having to take
First
over the
born.
whole family because your parents are not providing anymore, is
Yeah.
really immense. And
Yeah.
nobody is really talking about it because of how sensitive these issues can be.
Yeah.
Sometimes it drains you and can push anybody to anything, even committing suicide. It's
Yeah.
true, but people are not talking about it. Another thing is, that is a bit off, but still related to this issue, is that we underestimate the issue of not getting justice in society. I can tell you that most women that are walking around with pains of rape, or not being treated well, can also be linked to this. Whether BDSM was used in this case or not, I can tell you,
Yeah.
because most times people can be working like, oh, I don't have the power to push back, but once they seize any opportunity, they
Mm-hmm.
can do and undo, and people will be saying, no, they didn't do that alone.
Yeah.
But you can't just measure the amount of power that comes with people when they are now with so much pain and they really want to push back. Maybe I'll just rest it there. If we have more opportunity in the future to discuss the factorial issues connecting to this case, I would really like to bring up my points. And
Yeah.
even if it's a debate, I'll be happy
Yeah. Up
to
for
have
it.
more time to do this.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, Lights. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm going to add Bingpe. Somebody asked a very, very important question. I see you all. Abby, actually, let me add Abby first. Bingpe, please hold on for me a minute, because Abby was on before and she got cut off. Let me just add her. Hello, Abby.
Ooh, am I here?
Yes, you are here.
Good afternoon, Auntie.
Hello, you want to see yourself? Do you want me to put you on the screen?
Not really.
You're shy. You're shy. That's fine. That's fine. I can see you, but nobody else can. Go
Oh, you
ahead.
can see me.
Yeah, I
No
can
one
see you,
can see
but
me, right?
no one else. Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
you can see my beautiful face. It's okay.
Your beautiful face.
So this is what I've got to say. I know the girl's got so many issues. Everyone,
Yeah,
literally, we've gone through some of the things that she's gone through. Some we are still going through it. But my own issue is the killing. She didn't have to kill that man, no matter what the man has done to her. Killing was
hmm,
just a no, no. Yes, she was living with uncle. All of us has done that. I mean, some of us has been through all that. We're going through some things, but the killing, then she's lying on top of of lie. The girl should just say the truth, and she should stop making herself look like a celebrity, because this is getting ridiculous. We're only hearing from her. We're not hearing from the other man's side. We're hearing
We
different
actually
stories.
heard from Usifo'S family today. The family told us that he was tortured, and she owned up to it. She agreed that she tied him up. She did all that. So yeah.
They were doing mommy and daddy jiggy jiggy thing and jiggy thing, but she didn't have to go through all of them things. She shouldn't
Yeah.
have. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was on drugs. They were taking this thing. When you are on drugs, when you take those things, you are not yourself. You
Yeah.
don't know what you're doing. In short, the thing
Yeah.
that you've been fantasizing about, you will be able to do it when you're on that thing. That feeling is inside that girl's mind. She wanted to do it. She has watched a lot of movies. And
Yeah.
we need to understand this thing, that social media is not helping any one of us right now. I'm still early 30s, and social media is not helping anything. What we see in social media, sometimes we want to do it. Excuse me, young man. Can you reduce your volume, please? Social media is not helping. The fact that she's under those S and K, B and Kia is not helping her. And I think I'm just literally going all over the place.
Yeah.
My own
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, Abby.
Yeah. Shouldn't have. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Abby. I appreciate your contribution. Yeah, she shouldn't have. We all agree with you. There's no way anybody will support what she did. Yeah, she shouldn't have. Thank you, Abby. Lizzie, thank you. And thank you for everyone that's giving me super chat. Omoye, there's no time you come into this studio that you don't give me a super chat. This girl, I can't love you less. Thank you so much. Bingbe, let me add you. And then I just go as you come on. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, Auntie B.
Good morning. Where are you? Now you're greeting me good morning. Australia?
Oh, sorry, it's afternoon.
You're in Australia?
Yeah, it's afternoon.
All these Australian people. I have to go to that place.
Yes.
You people are ahead of us in life. Oh, you see the future before us.
No, Sister B, I said I'm in US. Can you hear me?
US, okay.
Yes, it's not Australia. Sorry,
Yeah,
it's afternoon. It's not morning, it's afternoon. I made a mistake. Yeah, I just want to make first of all, I want to thank you. You know, you have been doing back-to-back live over so many issues, and it's something that we need to talk about, because sometimes people will be like, why do we have to say these things? It's because we don't talk about these things. That's why we are talking about it now. If we have been talking about them for a long time, probably we wouldn't have the kind of society we have today. But that's a different conversation for another day. So I have a couple of points I want to make about this lady and this issue. The first one was, so far all the investigation I've been seeing, you know, I feel like they need someone that is well, you know, equipped, that has the skills and the knowledge of how to interview someone in this kind of situation, because it seems they are not asking the right questions. What led to the stabbing? Why did she have to stab him if it's just for money? Even though if you tie him up, okay, this man was high, like she said, he was high, and you tied him up. So even if there's nothing he can do because he's still high and he's tied up, all you need to do, get a card, get a pin, get the money, and get out of there. So what led to the stabbing? And not only one time stabbing, multiple times stabbing, even if it's for self-defense. So I feel like so many things is not being done right, but it's Nigeria, I guess, you know, they can only do what they can do. So another point I want to make is, and I really thank the sister that joined first. She mentioned a lot of things that can lead to someone being this cold-hearted, a young lady for that matter, because she's not a girl. I don't know why people keep calling her a girl. She's an adult. She's a young lady. She's responsible for her action. My point is, why is it that when and I see this growing up a lot because I grew up in Nigeria, when father and mother are not together, they cannot come together and raise a functional adult.
Yeah, it's because it's the way they break up. It's the way they break up. Let me answer that question being quickly. You see, in this part of the world, Oyibo will come together and just tell you,
exactly,
I don't love you anymore. I'm not happy in this marriage.
We'll be there for these children.
Yeah, they will just agree amicably. But you see, the breakup back home, most of them are so bad. Like, they will fight each other as if they want to kill each other today. It will involve not only just the couple fighting. It will involve the extended family. It will
Yeah,
involve the children. The
yeah.
breakup. Oh my God, it's
It's
horrendous.
always brutal, and that's my own issue, because we keep saying, because if we don't address this issue, we'll keep having the same problem.
Yeah.
If you guys come together and you have a child, and for some reason maybe the marriage did not work out, I feel like it's upon you as an adult. I don't care how bad or how hot you felt, because at the end of the day the relationship is broken already. There's nothing you can do about it. But what about these children? Because if you are looking at Chidinma, I'm not making an excuse for her, because she's a very stupid girl, for even saying that she did it because her mother is not in her life. That's a very flimsy excuse. I don't care. Even if the father is not there, even if you live with relative, that doesn't give you the right to take
What
somebody.
about poverty? A lot of people raise the issue of that, the poverty
That
in
does not
life.
mean I didn't grow up in a rich family, although
Mhm.
both of my parents were there. And I'm going to mention something about that too, because I don't want to take too much time. Both of my parents, I grew up in a two parents, or my father and my mother.
Mhm.
They were both there, but we didn't have money. It's not like I grew up rich. No, we didn't have money and we're not suffering. So we're kind of in between. But I
Yeah.
never for once in my life dated a married man, or say, oh, I want to follow a man because of money or
Yeah.
anything like that. And I have siblings too, that we
Yeah.
all grew up the same way, because I'm the last born. I have brothers and sisters, one brother and four sisters. One is late now. So we never had that it didn't even come to our head. It has to do with your upbringing, the way you were brought up, the values that was instilled into you. My mother, she's a very content human being. I've never seen someone that is so contented like that. And it's in me too.
That's a good
Anything
one.
I have, I'm
Mm.
contented with. That doesn't mean I don't aspire to do more, but
Hmm.
contentment is very important. As a
Wow.
parent, teach your child to be content with
Wow.
whatever you give them, and it's
Mm.
still in me to today. I'm a 30 something
Mm.
years old woman. It's still in me to today. What I cannot, what I don't have, I don't cry because of somebody else thing, or want to have someone else thing. I work to get it if I want it. That's how I live my life, even being in the US. So I just feel like, as human being, as an adult, and I
Mhm.
hope people that are here, I'm sure people that are here, some people, they are going to divorce or something. If you have a child with somebody, and for some reason that relationship did not work out, please and please, please and please, create an environment where the children that you bring into that relationship will grow up as a functional adults. Please put the
Yeah.
sentiment aside, put the emotion aside.
No,
Please,
they don't see
please,
clearly. Once they are
please,
angry, once people are angry,
please.
because you know what, they focus on the pain that the other person has caused them. And if you ask the other person, they will not tell you again the pain that the other person has caused them. So, in all
Yeah.
that pain and all that, aggravation and all that,
They won't even think
hurt,
about the child.
the
Yeah.
children are lost. The children are
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
Mm.
And another point I want to make quickly before I go is, you can live in a two-parent household, but you still won't grow up as a functional adult. And I keep saying functional adult because I have a reason for saying that: functional, physically, emotionally, mentally, in every aspect. You can grow up in a two-parent home. So there is a need for intentional parenting.
Mm.
Anybody that wants to learn that, go and Google intentional parents. That means a parent that is there for their children. They know everything about their child. Like, even if you sit down, they say, "Oh, your child did this," you say, "That is not my child. My
Mhm.
child cannot do that." That is what a parent is. Not that you just have a child and you just throw them money, throw them material things, just to make up for the missing time. Create time. I know everybody wants to make money. We need the money to care for ourselves and our children, but there's a need to be intentional about everything that we do, especially when it comes to kids. Intentional, the way you talk to them, the way you react to them, the way you raise them, what you give to them, the values that you instill in them. And it's so difficult now because there's social media. Runs was there those days too, but it was
Yeah.
not glamorized. But
Yeah.
now run is being glamorized, and
Don't you
unfortunately, we
need
have
to
social
own-
media that is
Yeah.
making it worse.
Yeah.
So run has been there. There is nobody can tell me that run has been there since back in the day, but it
Yeah.
wasn't glamorized. But now
Yeah.
it's been a glamorized, culture. Especially
Yeah.
I can only speak for Nigeria because that's where I grew up. I don't know about every other African countries. It's
Yeah.
being glamorized. So we should please be intentional parenting. Pay attention to your children. Talk to them. Not every time, hey, 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 hey. you shout, you yell, you do everything. Love them. Love them. Some of this thing I'm saying, I didn't get it from my parents, but I still love them to death. And I've said I'll do better with my own children. So that's all I have to say, just to get up from. And thanks for the opportunity to call in today.
Thank you so much. I always see your comments.
I know. I like to be behind the scene.
You done today. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Are you married? Let me ask you.
No. I'm still single.
How can you be single when you're loaded with so much wisdom? Yeah, well, I got so many beautiful, intelligent, well-mannered girls in this my platform. Big Bay, you are one. Yes, Connor is one. So any man that marries you is a lucky man. He's a lucky man. Because
thank you. I really appreciate you. You're welcome, man.
Yes.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah. Big Bay to make sense. As Big Bay makes sense, you talked about intentional parenting. Intentional. If they talk, they go say they speak English. She also talked about one very important thing, contentment. Somebody said they should teach it in school in Nigeria. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that summary. They should go and teach them contentment. You don't need to have a D&G bag of 1.5 million. You don't need to have a Hermes bag of 11 million. What the hell? Oyibo children that grow up here don't even have those things. They don't care about it. Why is it that we that grow up in poverty-stricken background in Nigeria, all we care about is wearing other people's labor in our body? That's all we care about. And you will see them, including all the fake ones, they will wear it and they will take pictures and all the young girls will be celebrating them. Olagbara, I'm coming to you, Barry. I see you, Rose. Our corner, just stay there. Say you're my person, you're not going anywhere. Stay. Make a hard Ify first. Hello, Ify.
Hello, Auntie Bridgie. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, my love. Where are you joining us from?
I'm calling in from the United States. I had to use another alias. I'm sure my voice sounds very familiar. I called in, I think it was this Chidinma matter last week as well.
Okay.
Called in about Baba Jesha. So I'm just going to use an alias.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Because I had to talk about something just a little personal about parenting.
Right.
First off, I would like to correct the impression that Chidinma, stayed with an uncle. First, Igbo people who are of Imo descent will never send their child to be raised by an Igbo person of Abia descent. That's one thing. I want to refer you to Evie Kanu, or is it Ivy Kanu on TVC Nigeria? I don't live in Nigeria. I live in the United States.
Hold on. She said it herself that when her parents' marriage ended, she was sent to be with an uncle in Mushi. She said it herself.
You are correct. You are correct. Auntie Bridgie, I think you're correct in that aspect, but there is so much to Chidinma's story that keeps changing every day. But what Ivy Kanu did was that Ivy went in and did some further investigation. I think she's the only thinking journalist in Nigeria at the moment. Okay. And what she found out was that Chidinma's mom and dad are from Imo State. Right. She's not from Abia. She only adopted the man's name, the so-called uncle from Abia State. Please tell me, Auntie Bridgie, how would you ever have an uncle from Abia when if we look in a larger picture, that might be the case, okay? But when
are you saying that she lied about the uncle?
I think there is more to it. This girl is a troubled girl. I feel like she needs to tell us more about that Abia uncle, that Mr. Ojukwu, whose name she adopted when she was 17 or something. That was when she decided to be Ojukwu. Chidinma's last name is different from Ojukwu, which is an Abia name. And Ivy Kanu, who is an Igbo reporter in TVC Lagos, did a finding and found out that this girl's parents are both from Imo State. And so we are all from Nigeria. I mean, there is division in every corner, and I have never seen where two Igbo parents will give up their child.
But another thing you need to know, I'm not trying to, stop your flow.
No problem.
But another thing you need to know is that when they say uncle in Nigeria, It doesn't have to be blood relative.
That's so correct.
You've forgotten that even
That's so
the
true.
children in Nigeria, when they go to school, they call their teachers uncle and auntie.
That's true. I forgot that totally. Don't mind me. I've been away for so long.
Yes, but uncle doesn't mean a blood relative. Or it could have just been a friend or a business associate. It can be any bloody person they call uncle.
Absolutely. And you know, I've been listening to all the comments. I just want to encourage, whether the person is a widowed mother or widowed, a single parent, because Chidinma's dad, the real dad, died in 2019. So let's say that the father has been a part of our life until 2 years or 3 years ago. So Chidinma's father was kind of present. If you listen to the NTA joined with the TVC one, she was like, the father used to pay her school fees until when he died in 2019. And clearly, the mother went on to marry another man. I want to encourage every single parent out there, whether you're a woman or a father, please, what would you gain by giving up your child to go and be raised by somebody else? And I'll share my own personal experience. I lost my dad when I was 9 years old. And there were 5 of us. My dad was very ill before he died. In fact, we sold all his lands in Lagos just to save his life. But you know, he didn't make it. And I remember that when, you know, the day he died was the day my mom decided that, I haven't seen my 5 children for 3 weeks. Let me go home and see them. My husband, I'll be back. And that was the day my father chose to die. And they said when he wanted to die, he was shouting, "Where is my wife? Where is my wife? I want to tell her something." And the doctor said, "Tell us, she's not here. We'll tell her." He said, "No, I'm not going to tell anybody except her. Get her down here now. I'm about to leave." You know, whatever he was seeing at that time, he didn't get to talk to my mother. And what my mother thought he wanted to say was, "Don't give my children out to nobody.
Anybody.
I know that we have spent so much to save my life and I'm leaving. Don't give them out. Do whatever you can to save them and raise them by yourself." And you know, it wasn't too long when people started coming. They're calling in. They're coming. Sorry for losing your husband. I live in America. I can take one. They are 5. They are too much for you to raise. And my mom said, "Nope. Sorry, I'll do this by myself." My mom was 36 years old when she lost my dad. That's the age where people have not even decided whether they want to marry yet or not.
Yeah.
She had 5 children. She was 36 years old. She was a widow. My dad was the educated one. My mom wasn't so educated, but she was into business and stuff. But even that, she lost everything. But people were coming to take us. This one would say, "Let me take this one." She said no. So can parents say no this day and age? No. And another thing, personal thing I want to talk about is we were 5, and you know, I was the head prefect of my school in secondary school. I had a younger sister who, you know, once my mom goes out to work, she's back. She's like, "Okay, so how was today?" Everybody shares their experience and stuff. This is one person that could not divide herself into 10 places. You know, I had like uncles who pitched in. They will come and say, "Okay, I'll follow you to your parents' teachers association because your mom has to be somewhere." When I was in JSS 1, my registration fee was paid by me. I remember my mom tying the money to the skirts that I was wearing, and she was like, "Shebi, you know how I suffered to get this money. So go down there and register yourself, because I have to go out and feed the rest of your brothers and sisters and yourself." And you know, we had one person in our family who was a black sheep. And my point here that I'm trying to make is that there will be some kids that will just go their way, even when their parents try all their best. Absolutely. I have a younger sister who was sexually active at the age of 13. Wow. Was using contraceptive at the age of 13, would run off with boys at the age of 13. This happened many, many years ago. So when people talk about social media, you know, just catalyzing this very negative impact on the society, I agree, but we've always had bad girls.
Yeah, but what they say is that social media has heightened it.
Of course, it has heightened it, it has catalyzed it, it has made it worse than what it's supposed to be. But social media is also bringing these things to our attention. But just imagine we didn't have YouTube and Facebook and all of that. We probably would have heard about Chidinma on the newspapers and we'll just move on and pretend like, oh yeah, it's over. But the reason why we keep talking about this and we hope it brings a change that you're hoping for, Auntie Bridgie, and that I am hoping for, is that, you know, people will hear the story and they will learn and raise their kids. My youngest is married today, but you know, sometimes when we talk, she will tell me, "Oh my gosh, I lived rough. I don't know what I was thinking." But you know, there were role models everywhere for her to see.
Yeah.
I was the senior prefect of the school that she was in. I was in.
And she was busy. She was busy.
She was busy doing her thing.
She was busy having fun with the boys. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
she had everything she could look at. She could look at my older brothers and sisters and see
Yeah.
that they were doing well at the university. Then myself and her were at the secondary school. So Omotoba ma baje, Oma baje. That is one thing. Yeah. And that's where prayer comes in. Because my mom tried her very best. And today she has no regrets. This girl we're talking about, my younger sister, is married with 2 kids in her husband's house. And, you know, clearly she's not ashamed to talk about her past. Like, what was I thinking? Young people
make her a better parent, even. Yeah.
Yeah, it will make her a better parent. She has all boys, so I hope she's able to train the boys to be gentlemen as well. Although you were talking about parenting and stuff like that, I believe that it's BDSM that led to the death of this man. I believe that Chidinma acted alone. Yes.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. So say again. Say again.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. I agree because there were some YouTubers who were trying to crack this crime in the past few days, and some of them were like, it's some kind of bondage, Grey's Anatomy kind of thing that led to this man's death. I believe so. And if you watch one of Chidinma's video, she said, well, he took more than I did. So Chidinma would have intentionally taken this.
He said it repeatedly. He took more than I did. She said it repeatedly. Yeah.
Yes. He was.
And the important thing that the way they've been grilling her, different journalists, different situation, if there's someone else, she would have mentioned it by now.
Yes. Absolutely.
Something, but she never. She kept saying, "Oh, I tied his hand because I needed money." She talked about her drugs. She talks about her absentee mother. She talks about everything, but she has not mentioned anybody else.
I believe everybody has their blame in here. The mother has a blame. I think for whatever reason, she, I'm not trying to blame her 100%, but how about giving up? Your flair for living with a man? Give that up to raise a child that you will be proud of. How about that? Women also need to learn to give something up. My mom never remarried. I'm not saying everybody has to be strong like my mom. She's in she's in her 70s right now or something. Or my mom is getting close to 70 than anything. But she refused to get married. She refused to get married, and everybody who was coming should be like, no, I have 5 kids. Where am I going to
married to her children? That's what they used to do. They say, I'm married to my children.
Exactly. My hands are full. What do you want me to do? No, I'm not interested. How about if Chidinma's mother maybe, had given up that flair for, I want to end up with a man. Say, okay, I'll put all my life into this girl. I want her to be something. I don't care about a man. I'm just going to focus on this girl and make her the best. This girl is an intelligent girl. You see this brain that she's using to commit the crime. If only they put her somewhere where she could go and just develop herself and end up. I mean, people were begging my mom to take me. And, I used to wonder why it's only me. They used to say they want to
because you are bright. You are very bright. They can see. They can see.
I am in America today. I live comfortably, and yet, imagine if my mom had given me up.
Thank
God. To take me to America as a child.
Thank God.
Only God knows what I would have become. Maybe I would have just become nobody without degrees, without anything, and my life would have been empty. But I thank God that my mom said no. No, nobody. You can't take her away.
You happen to be the one that said that you got your PhD. Are you?
That is me.
Come on now. Why are you doing this now? Why are you doing this? I have some marriage requests for you.
I saw a lot of that.
People were looking for you. You have to contact me. Send me an email. People were saying, when you called it, I know because the way you're talking, I put it together. Let me tell you something. Yeah. That day you were talking and telling us how you advanced yourself and everything. There were some people in the comment section, men.
Yeah, I saw that.
PhD, no husband.
Don't mind them.
I block them. But you know what? We got some brothers here who value intelligence, they value women who know themselves, who want to advance themselves, who want to do. And they were like, please, do you have an email address? I said, I don't have email address.
I was like, no, I saw all those requests and I was like, well, Auntie Bridget's platform is not meant for something like this.
It is meant for everything. Please send me an email. It is meant for everything and everything.
All right.
You are a nice woman, you are an intelligent woman, and you've paid your dues, and why not? If there are like-minded people on this platform who want to meet you, why not? I'll facilitate it. Why not?
All right, Auntie Bridgie. I mean, if it's you, I give you so much respect because you know there's so many people who are on this YouTube channel. For them, it's for a lot of things have happened in Nigeria in the past 1 week. But I see your focus. I see where your focus is lying. I just want to encourage you to keep at it. You are not covering Tonto DK story or whatever. You are not interested in that. And I'm not saying the people who are doing that are not, but I'm saying that I see where your purpose lies. I see that your point is to impact the society. And I just want to say thank you. And to know that these things are being watched by people all over the world. So keep on doing what you're doing. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll try to contact you with my email address.
Just email me. So bodoyiboconnect@gmail.com. Yeah.
Not a problem. Thank you so much. I'm going to let other people get on the line so they can talk to you. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. I have some really smart women. Hi, smart women for this my platform. Thank you, Jesus, for connecting me with smart, intelligent women. They're too plenty for here. Oh, gosh. If you are looking for psychosexual, like Omoye, Omoye said that's psychosexual. I don't know. Omoye said that's psychosexual. He wants Barry. Sorry, you've been waiting, Barry. Oh,
Auntie
B.
Auntie B, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity.
My love. How are you?
I'm fine, man. Thank you so much. I just want to
Where are you joining us from?
Okay, sorry. I'm calling from the UK as well.
I see.
Yeah. I'm in Nigeria. I'm from Delta State, precisely.
Okay.
I just want to throw a few lights about what some callers have said. And the last caller, I want to disagree with her.
Oh, really?
Life is a choice.
Okay.
It's a choice. I grew up with my mother, aged mother. She had me at 52 when she never thought she could have a child.
52?
Yes, and I lost my dad exactly 9 months after she had me.
My goodness.
So it was just me, my elder ones. They're far older than me, like 15, 20 years older than me. I was just a lonely child there.
Wow.
And my mom was always busy, though she refused to give us out to anyone because she said my dad was never in support of that. That she didn't want her child to be used as an asset to anybody.
As an asset to be passed around.
And she wants us to go to school. Even though she herself didn't go to school, not even primary education or anything like that. You know? So it got to a point, she was always busy. I had the opportunity to go out, to go and meet me, but I refused. Because it's not something I see myself doing.
Right.
That's why I said life is a choice.
Right.
You understand? And you have to be contented with what you have. We had no television, nothing, no radio in the house, not even fan. I tell you, Auntie B.
Wow.
I have to go to neighbor's house to watch TV, and sometimes those funny things, they will close their windows, go to your house, leave them.
Wicked neighbors. Wicked neighbors.
It was that bad. The poverty was that bad.
But see you today now.
Yeah.
See you today
I'm telling you, but we're happy.
Wicked neighbors. We had a lot of them in Nigeria. They will close their windows. They will not even allow the child to enter from the window.
Sometimes they give me conditions sometimes. If you don't do our homework for us, you won't come and watch TV in our house. I'm not that they will allow me into their house. I have to be in the window. I have to open the curtain for me, you know, stuff like that. So it was that bad. So when I got to the university stage, my mom was already old. She couldn't do much anymore. My other ones, they were facing their families and all that, you know. Sorry about this. So I had to start plaiting people's hair in the university.
Excellent choice.
To pay my fees. I have to do that. You know, I was going from faculty to faculty to make manicure for them. I'll carry the baskets. I was like the local girl. I was like the nothing girl, but I was beautiful. I was intelligent. I was brilliant. I know what I wanted from life. Not to go and, I'm not judging anybody. I'm not judging parents who give their children out. I'm not doing that, you know.
Yeah, but because everybody's experience is different.
Yeah, you have to be in their shoes to know their pain. Sometimes these people, it's not easy for them to, you know, it's not easy. you know. So Chidinma going out to kill a man is a choice because she wants big things from life.
Oh, yes.
She's not contented.
Yeah.
So I think what the society should focus on now should be contentment.
Yeah.
And what that other caller said, that intentional parenting. Before you bring up, before you decide to be a parent, before you decide to, I want to have children, make sure you have checked yourself. Weigh it. It's not easy. Emotionally, it's not easy. Financially, it's not easy. You have to be there.
Yeah.
Spiritually, you have to be there.
Yeah.
You have to be friends to them, not always nagging them, pushing them. You see, it can even happen under your roof. Your cousin can be giving your children drugs, can be abusing them. Even when both parents are there, it can happen. It doesn't really happen just with one parent, but it can happen with under the nose of the both parents. Do you understand what I mean?
That's what the last caller said, but you say you disagree with her, but that's exactly
no, what I mean. I disagree with her is she's saying that like what she said, I wrote it down before I left the kitchen. She said that her mother refused to give them her, and her mother refused to marry. She wants to be focused to her children.
Yeah. That's her choice. That's the
mother's choice. You don't know the other person's feet. Some people cannot.
No. She wasn't
some parents are lonely, you know. What about a woman now, for instance?
Hold on, my sister, Berry. She wasn't saying it to judge anybody. She was just saying that these are some of the hard choices that some parents had to make at that time because they wanted to focus on their children. So she wasn't saying that Chidinma's mother going to marry or leaving Chidinma behind was, she wasn't blaming her. She was just giving she was sharing her own experience about what her mother did so that they can have the life that they have now. You understand?
Yes.
Everybody's experience is different. Okay? Yeah.
And one other thing we should know, Nigeria is a place whereby the man figure have it all, they have the whole say.
Yeah.
Even up to date. I was talking to a friend last week. She was telling me about she's going through a divorce.
Okay.
Do you know that she has just the last child is just 2 years old? She had 3 kids for this man. This man has never been there because the man has money now. The court granted the man custody.
Did you not hear the initial caller, Chida Spina, my guest on the show?
I'm telling you,
I 1-month-old baby. And they took
when she was talking. Like, seriously?
Yes.
That can only happen in Nigeria.
Yes.
Only
a suckling child was taken away from the mother.
And these men are so proud. Some of them don't even have money. They were like, oh, my children cannot grow under another man's roof. My children cannot. Then you don't have money. Only you poverty. Only you pride. If the mother is well to do, you give the mother the children. And for crying out loud, the children should be under the custody of the mother. Mother have this thing. Mother have this. If your child is going to be, now, if your child is doing something, you just your spirit to judge. Even if you are not talking, you're just like, I know the step you are taking. You understand that kind of the thing. That is how a mother is wired. That is how our brain work.
Yeah.
A father is different. There are some fathers that are like that, but it's not common with men.
Yeah.
You understand? Fortunately, I didn't grow up with a father, so I don't know much about how father figure behave, not until I'm married now. You understand? So from little that I know, the society I beg, me Nigeria, me they see they try, I beg. I the shame for Nigeria.
You don't tire for Nigeria.
Like Nigeria, the society of Nigeria is the cause of what is happening now. It is the cause. Now, drug is like a normal thing. You see children myself even hold. You see children at age of 14 taking drugs.
Yeah.
They know all the drugs, name all of them. If I left Nigeria, I remember years ago, there was one that came to my shop. Her mouth was all pink. I was like, inside your mouth is pink. Oh. She said, auntie, it's drugs now. You don't know. We want to be high.
You don't know what is going on.
They're not telling me the name of the drugs. That is one. I've forgotten the name. Years back.
Yes.
Like they think their mouth will be pink and they will be so high.
Yeah.
So what are we saying? Where are we going to? What will happen in 10 years' time?
Yeah, it's
We
a
have
pandemic.
a lot of Chidinma type.
Yeah.
A lot of them, we like, they will keep 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me not forget one thing she said, that Chidinma living with her uncle. It could be our uncle from her mother's side or our father's side, somewhere, somehow. You
Yeah, no,
understand?
don't leave that one because I've already established that uncle does
It
not
could be.
necessarily have
And
to be
Chidinma, the mother might even be having headache, like must have been having headache regarding Chidinma as a child. Only God know what the parents has passed through before this thing happened. Only God know. Auntie B, I just want to leave it here. Thank you so much, Auntie B.
Thank you, love.
Thank you
Thank
for what
you. I really enjoy you, Berry. You are so passionate. Look after that baby. Oh. God bless you, my love.
Thank you. All right,
yeah.
bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, we are rounding up now. Omoye's corner. I will come to you. Just stay there. You know, say. Let me add Imbi. Imbi is here. Hello, Imbi. Imbi is muted.
Hello, is that me?
Yes, that's you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Embassy.
It's Embassy.
Yeah, it's one name. I just kind of put it into two. It's Embassy.
Okay, hi, Embassy. How are you?
Hi, Queen B. Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You are in the US. Anybody that calls me Queen B is in the US. I just know.
Yeah, yes, we are. We like you. You are our queen. You got that right. You got that right.
I love it. I love it.
You are a queen, girl. You are a queen. Are you kidding me? You're doing so much. You know, God bless you. God bless your family for real.
Thank you.
You know, I don't want to take too much of time, but so everything that people have been saying, they are right on point. It depends on where you are coming from. All depends on your experience. Because everybody's talking from their own personal experience in most cases, right? And there's no right way or wrong way to look at situation. I think the main characters in this situation are people who are actually going through it, that they have the truth. Every single one of them know what is truth. The rest of us, we are just guessing. It might be this or it might be that. Whatever.
We are speculators. We are speculating.
Yes, ma'am. So whatever the case, I think the main thing what you are doing is for the rest of us, to learn from that. You know,
absolutely.
Don't just call in. Don't just keep talking. Because when I like to watch from the background. I like to listen really well because I'm trying to take in what it is that I don't have yet. In everything that everybody is saying, I'm taking what is it I don't have yet so that I can add it to what I already have. You understand what I mean? So that is the benefit of having to listen to people like you. And that is the reason why we really appreciate that you are taking your time to do this because, girl, I know it's a lot of work. I cannot do it. You know what I mean? So it's like you are benefiting us free of charge. Depends on how you see it. When you come on the show like this, take what is yours. Take what you don't have. We are not here to counteract each other. There's nobody wrong. There's nobody right. All it is Queen B is using her platform for others to come and learn, come and share. And I really appreciate that. Yeah, you are not making it like everybody have to show their face because not everybody really want to show their face. You know what I mean? Me included. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that we don't have things that we can share, or that doesn't mean that we cannot learn from other people. Having said that, when you are talking about intentional parenting, it depends on who are you parenting with. Okay? Who am I parenting with? Because in most cases, you see those marriages that fell apart, they didn't just fall apart in one day. And it takes two to tango. Yes? There's gonna be one bad guy and one good guy. Okay? So when the relationship when we eventually break down, when that good guy, whoever the person is, cannot take it no more, you know? And then if once the person gets to that point, it's a tug of war. Now the bad guy will never back down because he has been a bad guy all his or her life, all his or her marriage, or whatever relationship that they have. So he or she is not gonna ready now to be the good guy. He or she's gonna continue to be the bad guy. So they don't care about the kids in most cases. Because if they do care about those children, they won't even be a bad guy to begin with. You know what I mean? And then when this is for people who already have experience with one marriage and they are contemplating to go to the next one, if at all if they want to. Yes. Now they have to, for those mothers or fathers that they are going to the next relationship or hoping to get to another one, they have to shift their mind from the state of want to the state of need. There's two different things. Okay.
Yeah.
When you want to get in a relationship with anybody, especially if you already have experience of relationship that it didn't work and you are planning to go to the next one, your mind have to shift, because your initial relationship, everybody started in most cases about, I want a husband, I want a wife, I want children. I'm running out of time. You are in a hurry. What? Yeah. You do whatever. And then in most cases, as a woman, when we are dating, we are not evaluating the person that we are dealing with. You know what we are doing? Yeah. We are busy making ourselves a requirement so that we can qualify for that person. Yeah, so I mean, it's so sickening the way we women I'm sorry, go ahead.
What can we learn from this Chidinma experience as adults on this platform?
There are a lot of things that we can learn. Like I said, it all depends on what you came here on this platform to hear or to listen to. You know what I mean? In her case, only God knows. I'm sure that the background story that we will never know about. The fact that, because I didn't start with you, but if I heard that people say maybe her mother went ahead and remarried, or maybe it's because of that, or her mother is this or her mother that. Like somebody else said, even this Chidinma could have been a child of two parenting, whatever it is. You see, parenting is the hardest thing to do, as far as I'm concerned. It's the hardest job to have. You know what I mean? You don't know whether you are doing it right. You don't know whether you are doing it wrong. It's all with the grace of God. And then may God just favor us on those children. I'm telling you, there's a lot of work. So, and the other person that said about intentional parenting is like, so how do you start from, what is intentional parenting? Intentional parenting is like, you have to be first of all, be open-minded, okay? You have to be open-minded when you are raising children. You have to be very flexible to some point. You cannot be bounced, whether you are two parents or one parent, okay? Everything has to start with you. You see, children, they don't learn from what you are telling them. They learn from what you are doing, what they see you doing. That is an intentional parenting. So you have, it's very hard. It's not just saying it, I swear. It's very, you are not going to get it right every time, okay? There's going to be a time that you get it wrong. And when you do get it wrong, and your children at the age where you can talk to them, you have to let them know, like, listen, I got this one wrong, okay? I got it wrong. If you need to apologize to the child, if you do something to that child out of anger, and then you have to realize what you are doing, you're an adult. So you have to let the children to say, you know what, even though I spank you, I wasn't supposed to spank you, honey. And I'm sorry for that. You have to teach them how to make a mistake and how to come out from it and how to make it up. And all of those things, those are intentional parenting. You see, we don't grow up with those kind of parents. Well, my father was that kind of parent. Let me say that. Because if he did something wrong to us, I learned that from him. He will come back and say, hey, child, you know what? Even though he never spanked us. Here's the thing. My father never spanked any one of us. But even if he said something that he wasn't supposed to say, he will call us and say, hey, honey, you know what I said to you? It's not right. And I'm sorry. But when I was like little guy, I wouldn't even know what he was talking about. I would just be looking at him like, what are you sorry for? You know? But he would say it anyway. Those are intentional parenting. And then individually, we have to come to the level where, as an adult, in any situation, adult only responsible for the minor, okay? Minor are not responsible for adult. And then another adult cannot be responsible for another adult. That is where we are getting it wrong all the time, because me as an adult now, I cannot be responsible for me. And I'm going to make sure that whatever I'm doing, I'm checking myself, self-checking, you know, reflection. I'm doing all of those things. So I expect the other adult to do the same thing. So if there are two people in a relationship where one is doing bad and the other person, instead of having to responsible for he or herself, she was busy trying to change the other person.
Yeah.
See, that's a trouble. And the kids is going to suffer from all of those things.
Thank
so
you
as an
so
adult,
much.
yes, ma'am, you got to know how to be responsible for yourself and let the other adults responsible for themselves. If it doesn't work, have the strength to walk away with your dignity. That is an adult stuff.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
You're welcome.
Loaded with so much wisdom. We are blessed. Why haven't you come into my studio before? Why are you just coming now? I haven't heard you before. Why are you just coming now?
I was there yesterday. You know, like I said,
you were in the comment section. You didn't join.
I did. You know what? I'm your new subscriber. Okay.
You are new.
I'm new subscriber to your channel because I just found it.
Like your name. Where are you from? You sound like you're my in-law as well.
No, I'm a Nigerian. I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Kwara State. I'm not even from your side.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe just your name there. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You are blessed by your wisdom tonight. God
You're
bless
welcome.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Right. Okay. We are about rounding up now because we've done almost 2 hours again, which, you know how these things go. We never planned to stay this long, but we end up staying, longer than expected. But it's all good. We're all learning, like Mbasi said. This is all about learning. So, Amaye, let me add you. I don't want you to keep waiting because you are important. You are valued. You are appreciated. Thank you so much for my super chat, my sister. I see you. I appreciate you. I love you very much, Cynthia. God bless you. Thank you. All right, Amaye, you're up.
Okay. Good morning from over here.
Miss California. What's up, baby girl?
Girl, it's all good.
It's all good.
Yes, let me start by saying, first of all, that we have, personally, I support you, and my biggest joy will be to see you even bigger, because we need voices like yours. So we need to encourage you.
I can't love you less.
We need to encourage you to keep doing this so that you can get to the top. You're my tribe. When I say tribe, you're my skin color. I'm not talking about village or whatever. You're my skin color.
I'm also from your village, by the way. So
I am from my village too. Yes, my area. But that's not
advantage.
Exactly. That's yeah. But you're a good human being.
One is in the building. They know you are my. They say Mr. Profession in the building.
You're my, and then you're a woman too. You're a woman. Your voice is very important right now because we're trying to build better societies, right? So we need to get you up there. We need to get you up there. So my support is not taken for granted. When I'm there, hopefully I'm able to catch your lives when they come on. So that being said, please, people in the chat session, people gonna like this video now.
Click on the like button.
We need a learn. No, more like this. More increase the like so that the views go they increase the more. So we go see how
there's a like button on YouTube.
Places. I click that like button for YouTube as soon as they enter or when I enter, come and like, go back again. I beg.
You have to leave, go out and like it, because if you are in the chat section, you will not see the like button. Don't like it in the comment section. Some people are liking it in the comment section. No.
So you have to come out. Come out of the live chat, go back and then like and push them. Now very quick button, then come back to live chat again. Very easy, back and forth.
Yes, okay. Thank you, my love. Thank you.
Sure. Everybody don't make solid. Now, Pigeon, I go speak. I beg. Everybody don't make brutal sense. Directly I want to come out or remove. Honestly, everybody has made sense. Me, I'm coming solution. This has happened. This is the consequence of a mindset or how she was raised, whatever the issues are. Okay, fine, that has happened, right? Now, as a society, how do we move forward? We can't stop. Before people get married,
because we don't have it in Nigeria. We don't have that ethic in Nigeria. Before people marry, know who you are marrying. Talk to each other, because now we're in a society where it's like a global village. So you don't have any excuse. Everybody get food. Everybody get mind of you. That they feel think we're no longer living a suppressive lifestyle, right? Where you, as a woman, you don't have a voice. So when you meet someone, right, young people, young adult, mature adult, whichever one, have conversation. Do you want to have children? How many children do you want to have? How do you suggest we raise these children? If something goes wrong along the line,
if one
how
of
do
us
we
die,
raise
what's going to
children?
happen to the children?
What's going to happen to the children? Let's write a will right now. Let's write a will right now, because these people don't discuss those things. Let's write a will right now and decide what we would want for each of our children, all of our children, if so and so thing happens. Okay, now when you get married, what values are you impacting on your children? Teach your children the right values. Contentment is number one on that list. After the fear of God and the necessary home training, how to cook, how to be self-sufficient. Contentment. I tell you, I grew up in a small town. My father worked as a civil servant. He didn't have much, but you know what he did? He took us all back home. We had farms. I mean, I was a farm girl. I was raised on the farm. We grew our own food, cassava, yam. 3 a.m. we don't wake up with a fried gari. Some of my sisters sell gari for markets, because my parents see, after I pay school fees, they see money give us for pocket money for university. We'll go sell gari for market. I started making meat pie. I couldn't sell meat pie for extra money. I go buy sweets. I go sell. I go pocket the money. We need to teach because of that, my dad used to say something. Whatever I have is what I'm going to give you. I will not steal. I will not go and steal. And he will say it in my language, right? So that it will sink in. We grew up with contentment in the house. Do you understand? In our own eyes, we had enough. There was food, abundance of food in my house. Money was not surplus, but we were rich in other things. I grew up with that mindset. So what I cannot afford,
be rich in other things apart from money, because these days it's only money that is riches to the average Nigerian.
Exactly.
Be rich in kindness, be rich in love, be rich in your relationships, having your family, eating together, drinking together, your friends, be rich in friendship, be rich in, there are so many other ways. Somebody said that if money is the only riches, you are poor.
Absolutely.
Very, very poor.
Absolutely.
If your riches is only cash, you are poor.
Exactly. Because that cash will not save you. There are people who have died that have cash. They kill themselves. So what am I saying? Having the right life skills for life. If your parents don't teach you, see, when they say it takes a village, it really does. Because guess what? My father taught me hard work, resilience, right? Contentment. I learned it from home. I had uncles. God blessed us with, good distant uncles that taught us other values of expectations from life. So when you have the right people around you, even if you don't have the opportunity to have the right people around you, right? If you have the right mindset and you have the right values already imbibed in you, when you go out, you're going to be looking out for those who have good values that you can take from. Because we're social beings, right? So as parents, there's an important role. If you're going to have children, talk to each other. Who's going to stay home and raise these children? Because you're raising human beings that will reign on this earth. So it is an important role to play. Decide how you guys are going to do it. One person needs to stay home, let them stay home. Right? If you are like, we want to make money so that we can build money, there will be a time when those children have reached a certain age, you can now decide that, okay, now I want to run after money, because your children you've raised them and they have the right mindset to be able to be on their own sometimes until they get out of the house, and then because society starts from the family. Without the family, you don't have good communities. Heck, you won't even have good neighbors.
My
You will
dear.
not have good neighbors because your upbringing or the environment you grew up in has a great influence on you.
On you, absolutely.
Wherever you go, that environment, wherever you go, it's going to speak for you. People will know this person was raised right or was not. They can tell.
Yeah.
It's an energy that you carry along with you, right?
Yeah.
So before we blame society completely, we have to address the core issues. Parenting, adults marrying each other. Are we marrying for the right reasons?
Yeah.
We're not always going to get it right.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold that thought. Just stay there.
Sure.
No go anywhere. Just stay there.
Sure.
Let me traditional man, your connection is not good, I'm afraid. If you're hearing me, traditional man, can you disconnect? Okay, I think you've actually disconnected now. You need to come back, please, because your connection was faulty. All that matters, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, what do you have to say, sis?
Oh, okay. Well, what I have to say is everybody have said it all.
Oh, really?
Everybody have said it all. Every contribution made here is absolutely the best. Because the last caller says family starts from home. It's not the society blame and all of that. It's what did we start from home. But another thing I want to add is Christianity and our beliefs as a child, as the parents. What did we learn while we are growing up? That's another thing. Because I'm here, I'm calling from US, currently in Miami. So I've been here for, I can say, 15 years. And I didn't come as a baby. I have learned what I learned from Nigeria. So I got married with a different mindset. I lost my dad as a 12 years old child. I stay by myself without a father, thinking that my dad is still in my room. That is my mindset. And I will tell you, that is what brought me today. You know how you live without your parents psychological. It affects you. But with God and with my mother's prayer, because my mother was remarried, with God and with my mom's prayer, I think is another thing to add. So what I'm saying is that growing up and then knowing as being a parent now, what it takes to train a child, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
No.
You are training another living being. So you have to give off yourself to be able to train that child. If you consider yourself, you will never train right. So it's like you selling off yourself for somebody else.
Yeah.
So me that have 3 boys, currently separated by myself at a young age, it's not a joke. But like everybody says, intentional parenting. You have to give off yourself for you to train people that are normal. Look at what is going on. The church are not providing moral values.
No, that's another topic I tend to bring. All that matters.
Yes,
the church. I have to. I've been thinking of bringing that. How the church is
not
influencing the
providing
society.
moral values. I remember when we growing up, we go to nursery. Our
The role
nursery
of the
school
church.
is Christianity based all together. There is no how many do you do pledge at the church? Who bring goat? Who bring cow? Who bring no? It was focused for child growth. It was nothing to do with how many cars did you have, who show or what kind of head did you have. What did it is? Nothing. It was core value. And that's what I learned today. So it's not when you come out from that and then be by yourself. It's the things you learn as a child. The brain has the first at the birth to 2 years. That's what the brain needs to grow. That's all they need. The other one we have is additional. If you work in a healthcare field, you see life differently. So that's my own contribution is that being married and giving yourself up for you to train children is not a joke. So adding Christianity is another thing. I'm not saying go to church every day, but there is something you know that there is mortality.
Yeah.
So if you know those things and you have them every day with you, there is a way you will act and there is a way you will instill those values on the kids.
Yeah.
As of me, I tell my children, like somebody else said, if you do something wrong,
Yeah.
call your child. Let your child know because they
Apologize.
follow your footsteps. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
who it is, the mother or the
Yes.
father, it doesn't matter. The
Yeah.
child doesn't have time to know, oh, that was my mother, oh, that was my. No, their brain is growing to what they see. So
Yeah.
if you do something wrong, call your child's attention.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, what I do is wrong. Please don't do
Yeah.
this. And they
Some
pick it
African
up like
parents will
this.
never apologize to their children. They will
No,
never.
no. Me as Nigeria,
They're always
I
right.
still default sometimes. I still spank them
Yeah.
when I
All
get
that
annoyed.
matters, some African parent, the child is always wrong and the adult is always right.
I know, but which
That's the
is
mentality.
absolutely wrong. It's absolutely
Yeah.
wrong. I call my children and say, listen, this mommy did today, I'm not supposed to do it. And forgive me for me screwing up at you. Forgive me for me shouting at you all in front of your friends.
Oh, yes.
Forgive me for me opening the bathroom without knocking. Forgive
Yes.
me for me waking you up when you have not woke up by yourself. Forgive
Yes.
me for taking your phone when you want your phone. There are little things that matters to a child. We need
Yes.
to give child respect much as we want ourselves to be respected.
Oh, yes.
Because
Oh,
that's
yes.
what the child will learn tomorrow. If you don't respect them, you think they're going to respect another adult. No.
No.
This
No.
girl, Chidinma, she does not have love in her life.
No. No.
So how will she give off love?
Yeah. She
She
doesn't have
don't have.
love.
So you can't get what you don't have. It
Yeah.
comes from a parent. So,
Yeah.
I'm encouraging everybody. It's not an easy journey. It's not an
Yeah.
easy journey. But if
Yeah.
you make that a conscious decision, and
Mm-hmm.
they're not to throw their father away, it does not matter what happened. It
Yeah.
does not matter how it happened. It's two adult problem.
Yeah.
But for the two adults to come in those kids' lives and
Mm-hmm.
father play their own father role,
Yeah.
the kids need it. Is the child anchor. Without the father, the child lost the life skill. The child lost the life skill. I'm not saying that all kids are not, they won't cope up. They will
Yeah.
cope, but it will take a different level.
Yeah.
But when they are involved, the stress tends to be less easier.
Thank you
And they
so
tend to
much.
learn better because they
Thank
see
you.
this person is this person is that. And with this, that's what I encourage and I pray all of us listening to
Thank
learn
you so
from this.
much. Yeah.
Everybody, nobody is perfect. But
Yeah.
as we do it and continue to pray, life
Yeah.
will be a
We'll
little
get
bit
better.
easier.
Yeah.
Thank you
We
so much.
learn.
I do appreciate you.
Thank you, my sister. God bless you,
Okay,
ma.
bye.
We appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, so we see some aunties there that are spilling the truth. Some African parents will never apologize. But you know what? I keep saying this here because this is what I do as a parent as well. I decided from day one, I am not going to parent my children the way my parents parented me. I knew that from day one. I said, no. My parents never told me I love you, but I will tell my children every day I love you. My parents never hugged me. I will hug my children. I will kiss them. I will let them know they are loved. Parents in our generation show their love in a different way. If they paid your school fees, that's for you to know that they loved you. They don't need to say I love you. They didn't grow up to learn I love you, but you don't need to be like your father and your mother. If you live in diaspora, especially you are a parent, do not mirror what you saw growing up. You can change. Bingpe told us about intentional parenting, things we can do differently. Please, let us not continue down that route. My father was like this. My mother was like this. My mother never did this. My father never did this. Who he help? Who your father help? Who your mother help? You know, help nobody. Let's learn to learn, unlearn, and grow. Yeah. Thank you so much, Auntie. We appreciate you. I'm going to ask First Love. We are rounding up now. I intend to round up in another 10-15 minutes. Hello, First Love.
Hello.
You're welcome, sweetie. Where are you joining us from?
From the US.
You're welcome. All these US people, I love you guys so much. You guys are so amazing. You know what? The love that you show me in the US, it's too much, though. I don't know how I can pay you guys back. You are so generous as well. All the support that I get most times is always from people in the US.
But
Thank you.
Mommy B, you are the best.
Oh, my
Um,
head is sweat. Woo.
I'm really grateful to God for this your channel, this your
Thank you.
platform. It's really
Thank
helping. Oh,
you.
Mama,
Have a baby.
I have a baby. She decided to
How
wake up
old is
now.
she? How old is she?
She will be 3 months
Oh
in a
my
week's time.
God, I
Yeah.
haven't seen a baby little small in a long time. Oh, congratulations. Is she your first?
No, my third.
Oh, well done. How you keeping? How you coping?
My name. It's the grace of God, to be
Yeah,
sincere.
it is
God
well.
has been there.
It is well.
Yes. I would say every caller, in short, they said it all.
Yeah.
Everything they said was right. But I just want to say something. I'm just going to say my own experience. You see, just like we talked about the pedophile, I'm not going to go into it today because since you have a program coming up for that, I'll talk
Yes,
about
I
it.
have a program. It's on
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
That program is on Friday.
Yes. All those things started as a child.
Yeah.
Everybody that is going through this, even those who are victims and those who are doing it, it all happened as a child. But for this parenting aspect, let me start after my father died. We were still young. Mom was the only one, even before daddy died, mom has always been the one struggling.
Yeah.
So after then, she even had to, the place she was working, she had to quit it just to stay with the children. She started a business, yet it was not enough. Only her, no family support. Daddy died and she was around, I think she was around 30, 32 with 4 kids. She had younger ones to take care of, coupled with her children. So all those wives was just mommy. Mommy was busy making money and the children were busy doing something else. Something else. I being the third child, the older ones I should have been looking up to were not even behaving. They were doing silly things. Even let me not talk about this. When it comes to the pedophile time, I'll talk about it. Because, oh my God, mothers, please.
I'm gonna note you down for that discussion on Friday. First love. Yeah, I'll note you down. So I'll prioritize your call because I feel like you got something heavy in your heart, like chest, you need to get off.
Mothers, please, I beg in the name of God, look out for your children. It's not all about making of money.
Money.
Yeah, let me tell you, children can grow without money.
Yeah.
Your child does not need a Gucci bag at the age of 5, 10, 15. She doesn't know what it was. She doesn't know about it. You don't necessarily need to work out to buy your children expensive things. Give them what you have, what you can afford at that moment, in order for you to work little and be around with them.
Yeah.
I'll say our life was. My mom is late now. I love her so much, but she made a lot of mistakes. I know we will say when we marry, we will do this to our children. It's not easy. By the time you start facing father-in-law, mother-in-law, brother-in-law,
let's just say that life happens, my dear.
life happens.
Yeah.
I'll just say, like, my mother started selling food. We go, my brothers, I and my immediate elder brother will go with her. I just want to say one thing because everybody said it all. Upbringing is very important. I remember my mom is taking somebody banana with our neighbor's banana without our neighbor's consent.
Yeah.
And one day my brother stole something. And my mother was talking to him. Do you know my brother said, what about you? Didn't you take Auntie Bimpe's banana? The other day, I saw you when you took Auntie Bimpe's banana. Wow. So that child has registered it in his heart.
Yeah.
This is my younger brother. He has registered it in his heart
let me tell you something that happened. Sorry, first love, for cutting you. I want to give you a practical example that happened yesterday in my house. So Toby's job in my house is to take the garbage out. His job is to do the dishes, but he's always putting in the dishwasher. That causes a lot of problem with him and his dad, and to tidy up his room. So because he just finished his secondary school and he likes to go out now. He started going to the gym, and one day, 2 days, he came back very late. I was furious. Hey, I was shouting at him. This street is very unsafe. How dare you go out? You are coming back this time. It is not acceptable. You must not go out. If you want to go to the gym, go in the day. He's 16, no, going 17. And at that age, they are so assertive. They want their voice to be heard. They challenge you. I don't know how old your children are, but watch out. When they get to that age, hey, it's not easy. Anyway, so I told him, I said, I told him he must not go out again once it's 8 o'clock. Anywhere he must come home. 8 o'clock is the cutoff. So yesterday, I told my son to take the bin out. Do you know what he told me? He said, Mom,
No.
he said, look at the time, Mom, it's 11 o'clock. I can't go out. You said it's not safe to go out. To take the bin out. That silly boy was using my words against me and say, Mom, let me do it tomorrow. You said it's not safe to go out this time of the night. So it's 11. I cannot take the bin to go outside. Tomorrow I will take it. So, I mean, this is just to buttress your point that children register everything.
Yeah. They register every single thing we do.
Yeah.
And separation of children is not really good. It might be good if you find the right person they are going to stay with, but you have to be careful. Because my brothers, we were separated somehow. Not like she separated us like as in, this person should be the one taking care. It was at, some like secondary school levels. People be like, I want to go and stay with my uncle. And she'll be like, okay, go. She calls uncle, can my child come? The uncle says yes, but each and every one of us would learn different things. Because we grew up in different homes.
Environments,
So they come back home with what they have learned there, the bad things they have learned there, they come back home with it. Mommy B, Mother, please, I beg you, look out for children. If it takes drinking of gari, that is food. Your child also has to be satisfied. If it takes drinking of gari for you to train them together, do it. Because by the time they go out, you separate them, then come back home with different ideas.
Yeah, that's what one of our earlier callers said. If he was saying that separating children, that her mother
really
decided
easy.
not to separate them, and she chose, to just stay and nurture them by herself, even though it was really hard.
It's going to be really hard, really tough on her, but she have to try. And for me, to be sincere with you, the only thing that saved, my mother did not train. When I said she did not train me, she buys us clothes. Even despite the fact that my brothers are staying with people, she send them clothes, send them.
I put the link in the comment section. Who is asking for the number? FMA. I'm rounding up now. So if you want to quickly join in, use the link. It's not a phone number, it's just a link. When you click on it, you come into the studio and I can add you. If you're my regular, you already know this by now, but it's fine. So just use the link in the comment section and come in. First love. I'm hearing you, my love.
Food, she said, but yet they never lived a good life. They never lived a good life. And when they come back home, they introduce the bad life they've learned there to us. The only thing that saved me as a child is knowing Christ. Knowing that if you do this one, you will go to
you go to hellfire.
That was what was.
It's hell and damnation kept you in check.
That was what helped me. Because Mama B, you see this Chidinma of a girl, something is wrong. There is anger in her heart.
Oh yes, I agree with it. I agree with you. Somebody already said that auntie that called from Miami said that she doesn't have love in her heart, and it's true. And what you just said now, that there's anger in her heart, is also true.
We parents will be like, when we grow up and need our children to take care of us, we'll be like, after what I did for this child, you did all these things, but you don't know what that child is going through. There's a stigma. There is something in her that is making her to hate you that she can't say out.
I believe that there's anger in her heart and there's hate in her heart, because when she looked, the way that girl looked the first time they paraded her, I was like, wow, is this somebody that just killed someone?
Because
this girl now started crying now because they were saying that she didn't cry the first time. Look at her. The first time she was just okay. That's why I say she has like personality disorder or some sort of mental health diagnosis that we need to find out. Because she doesn't look.
She needs help.
Yeah.
She needs help. But what she did is very wrong because she had a choice. She should
Yeah.
have chosen the right path. You know, at 21, I think she should have known what is good and what is wrong. But she
Yeah.
chose the wrong path. And I pray that justice, they have to do what they have to do. If
Yeah,
not,
let's hope that,
people
I
will
mean,
feel that this is the normal way.
there's a lot of Chidinma in Nigeria. Let's hope
Yeah.
that they will
I
learn.
remember
Yeah.
at around 21, 22, I came back home late one day and my brother hit me. He hit me that, where are you coming from? To be sincere, I slept in a guy's house. So he beat me and mommy beat. To be sincere with you, nothing happened because it was a family house. And this, my same brother that beat me was the same reason why I slept out. He brings a lady home. She's not acting normal, as in, I'm looking like, even though they want to marry you, is this how you are even supposed? You know, it makes me angry. At times, I'll be like, what am I going? What do I want to go do at home? Because when I get home, I'll be angry. And my mother was there. I expected my mother to like talk, you know, do something, and she wasn't doing all these things. And I just decided to sleep out that day. And and when my brother was hitting me, I was like, in my heart, I was like, when I needed protection,
You are
guys
not
did
there.
not protect me.
Yeah.
Now that I'm a full-grown adult, I know what to do and know what to do.
And you know why? First love, you know why? Because your mother was not talking to you. There's something you gain by I try as much as possible to talk to my children, to make them open up to me. I tell them it's a safe place to talk. I tell them there's no judgment, there's no punishment, there's no condemnation. Just talk. And you'll be amazed what children will tell you when you bring them close to you and you tell them to just open up to you. You'll be amazed. Thank you so much, my love, for joining us. I really appreciate you, and I wish you the very best in your journey of parenting. And I hope that you're going to do better than your parents did. And we'll pray for you.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I'm rounding up now. I intend to round up in another 5 minutes. So, Chris, I'm adding you. Finally, we have a man. Hello,
Hello.
Chris. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I clicked on it because I saw your this thing, the BDSM.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure that should be there. First and foremost, I'm calling from Holland. From the Netherlands. Yeah.
Okay.
So the lady, I watched your video, and the lady already confessed that she tied him up when he was sleeping.
Yeah.
So your first narrative was right. She
Okay.
got him drunk and he took the drugs and all that. So he passed out. She planned the whole thing and she said it, you know. So when the man was out, she just tied him, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then probably wake him up afterwards and try to get the PIN code for the bank account and all the things, you know, that she needed to steal from him. She planned the whole thing all along.
Right.
But I do not really understand how it got to a point that she had to, you know, kill him with a knife. What happened? Because the man freely gave her the PIN code for the bank account. So why did she do that? So that's where we need to probably investigate if we can do that to try and find out what really happened. You know?
Yeah.
So please, the man's image has already been tarnished.
Yeah.
I would plead with you to take out the BDSM, please.
What does it matter? He's gone. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
BDSM.
he's gone, but his family, his kids, they are still there. And
I'm
they're
worried
probably
about
going
the
to
family.
watch all these
You're
videos,
not
you
more
know?
worried about the family than me. Do you know what's on YouTube? Do you know what's on the internet about this man?
Yeah,
I think
I've
the
seen all
BDM is
those
the worst
things.
thing that's been said about him.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
not.
have seen all those things, but I don't think it is BDSM or whatever.
Yeah,
we Africans, we are not into that rubbish, you know.
Oh, who told you that?
I can tell you that I am.
No, you don't know that. You are speaking from your own understanding and what you know, but you don't know who is into anything. Let me tell you something. There was a politician in Nigeria not too long ago who was into groupies. There was groupies and there was BDSM. There was a lot going on there. And you know what? The foolish man recorded everything by himself. He was a civil servant. You don't know what happens in Nigeria, Chris. I don't know. You say you live in Poland, and you say Nigerians are not
No,
into
I
BDSM.
live in the Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
Nigerians are into anything and anything. Let me tell you something. We are human beings. And as human beings, some people like to push. They push the boundary. People have sexual, different kinds of sexual fantasies, perversion or whatever you want to call it. So don't make that blanket statement that Nigerians
Okay.
are not into BDSM. No, you don't know that.
If they do that, but this girl, she confessed that she got him drunk
Yeah.
and dropped him. She said it. I watched the video that you
Yeah,
put up.
she did. Yeah.
She said she tied him when he was out,
Yeah.
And I'm inclined to believe her because there is no way she could have overpowered the man, when the
No, she
man
didn't
was sober.
overpower him. She said he was high.
No, she
But don't
couldn't.
forget that it's not
Yeah.
only tying him. She also
She grabbed him
she grabbed
because,
him. Yeah,
of
she
course,
grabbed him as well.
because he could have shouted and others would have been alerted and they would know something was going on. So, of course, she had to do that.
Yeah.
That's the only way she could keep him quiet and nobody would know.
Somebody in the comment section is telling you, Chris, that there's BDSM in Nigeria. Go to Lagos and Abuja. Chris, I like your innocent approach to the whole thing.
That's how I see it, because the man is not
very
allowed to
innocent.
defend himself,
I like
So,
that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my love.
No, okay. Take care.
Have a good evening. Yeah. Thank
too.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Chris. He's so innocent. It's like, I don't think there's BDSM in Nigeria. Niger. Okay. Elizabeth, I'll add you. You are my very last caller. The last but not the least. Oh my, you're still waiting. Let me tell you something. The first time I've been to a strip club before. Yes. And the first strip club that I went was in Nigeria. In all my adult life, almost 50 years old I am, I have never been to a strip club in my life. I went to Nigeria in the year 2019, I don't know, 18. My friend said we should go out in Lagos. That was the first time I went to a strip club in my life. I didn't know. They just said we should go out and have fun. I followed them. We entered the place. It's a place in Ikeja. If you see what is happening in Nigeria, Chris, I like your innocence. You are so innocent. If you see what is happening in Nigeria, you will not. BDSM is small thing. BDSM is small. If you see the strip club in Nigeria, the kind of things that they get into, I said this girl can't come like this. Somebody still asking what is BDSM. You need to watch this video from the beginning. So we're sitting there. I said, what is this? They have like a ring, a cage. It's everywhere in Lagos, so Abuja too. Is in Island, is in mainland, in Abuja is there. They have like a cage. You know all this boxing cage where you go when they do wrestling, all those kind of boxes. They have it. And I saw these girls, all of them were stripped from head to toe. The ones that was most dressed was wearing like a bikini that was the tiniest of the tiniest. And they started this action. I say, I beg, I want to go. There's demons in this place. I want to go. My friends were laughing. They were laughing like, hey, Bridgie, why you behaving like a prude? I say, I beg, I want to go. And then they started this action. Hey, what I saw that day, my mouth cannot finish speaking it. Girl on girl action. Triple, what they call it, threesome, foursome. Then one of them came. Then one of the person who went there, I don't even know who that person is. Who came with one of because we're a big group. Now said that they paid, they want to give her money to come and sit on my lap and be doing what they call it, to give me a leg rub or leg dance. I say, I rebuke you. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you. I rebuke you. I say, me. I said, no, sorry, I'm not into that. This is a girl. If you see these girls, hey, beautiful girls. You wonder why Kayamata is selling. Beautiful girls. If you see their breast stand like this, belly flat, ass. This will not be enhancement or not be surgery, na natural. They select them. And they're not even they don't blindfold their eyes. Their eyes are open. So I'm just giving Chris a little bit of the icing when he talks, say, lap dance, being paid. Thank you very much, my dear. God bless you. They say no BDSM in Nigeria. They make me laugh. You don't know what goes on in Nigeria. If there's any sexual perversion in this world, worse than what we even know, it's in Nigeria. Don't be so naive. I beg. I'm running up. If I add you, please make it very quick. Elizabeth, I'm going to add you. And then we'll run it up.
Auntie B, good afternoon. I'm
Good
sorry I
afternoon.
don't know the time where you are.
Thank you.
Really enjoying your program. I joined you not quite long ago, probably a month or so ago.
Yeah. Have you subscribed?
Yes, I've done that. You are really imparting knowledge, morals to this generation. I wish many people can link up to you. It's a good channel, it's a good platform. May God continue to enrich you, and may God bless you.
Amen.
About this topic for today, I don't seem to be interested much because I'm angry, I'm bitter, in the sense that when we were growing up, things were not as bad as this.
Yes.
On a serious note, we were not monitored by our parents, yet we did well. We grew up to be good citizens in the society. I don't know why parents are so weak these days. Many people, your child is not working, you send your child to school, yet your child will buy you gifts and you accept it. Your child will buy you a car, you accept it. You it's into business. My child did this for me. I don't know, the parents we have back home in Nigeria, it's irritating. And each time I keep telling people, many people don't agree with me, but your platform is very different.
No,
you are speaking truth and you are being factual. I don't know. We need to broaden this. You need to enlarge your post, please, my sister, so that many people will be aware that truly what is happening in the society is the fault of the parents at large. Most of these children, parents don't have time for them again. Because it is what you imbibe in your word that when he or she goes to second body house, that she will follow. Even if she wants to join any gang, she will be cautioned. No, my mom must not see this one. My parents must see this one. It is very rare in our days. I'm talking of maybe 70s.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening now. May God help us.
Amen.
Do we need to pay for subscription?
No. It's free, Auntie. Just share the video. That's all. It's free.
I'll keep doing that. And I wish anytime.
Just share it. Just keep sharing. Share on all your social media and any group that you're in. That's all. It's free. Subscription, YouTube subscription is completely free.
All right. Thank you. I mean, nice talking with you.
Thank you so much, Auntie. I appreciate you. God bless you, man. Yeah, so we're rounding up now, guys. Yeah, everybody's shocked at the morality and the moral decadence in Nigeria, but I am not. All of you are laughing in the comment section at my strip club experience. At my old age, I can't experience strip club. What my eyes saw that day. This is the first time I'm speaking about it. I was so ashamed. I said, which kind of wahala be this? If you see what these girls were doing, hi, Chineke me. It was, and they don't allow phones. I wanted to record it. I already started YouTube that time. I wanted to record it. You must not bring out your phone. This girl say she want to give me leg dance. I say, Onyara, it's your mama you will give leg dance, not me. Carry all your demons and all your Jaruma induced what they call it. What does she call those her stupid thing that she's selling? People don't find out now. Pay all now washy fake life. Kayamata. Carry your Jaruma induced Kayamata and get out of here. Satan, I rebuke you. I rebuke you. I rebuke you. Don't initiate me in your Kayamata kingdom. I rebuke you. Don't give me lap dance. See me in trouble for my old age. Charlene, you're welcome, Charlene. Hello, Charlene. Are you here? You're muted. Unmute yourself, please, sweetie. Okay, we don't have Charlene, so yeah. Romari. Hi, Romari. They're making fun of me in the comment section. Somebody say I should have. Please, you're very bad. Say I should be singing, thank God for saving me.
But that's the thing, though. People just kind of like I say, ignorance is bliss. And it's easy for you to say, oh, this generation, that generation. Things have always been bad. It's just like the internet kind of like makes people know what is going on. Not that it has not been going on before. You know? And people like, oh, this generation is bad. I'm like, look, if you see some videos from like the 80s and 90s, somebody's mother twerking on and like these are the same people that will be like, oh, they're prudes now. And it's like, okay, good. You're lucky that there was no internet then. That's just it. And like people from strict families tend to like, when they go out, their parents cannot follow you everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like when they go out there, they're like, oh, freedom at last, and they can do the most.
Yeah.
So sometimes, you do what you can and you pray your child turns out well. But you can't control everything, honestly.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Sometimes the parents can do the best that they can, the children will turn out bad. Yeah.
You take them to church, you're praying
for
them, you have morning devotion, morning every time.
Yeah, you do Bible study. Yeah.
You're over monitoring itself kind of it's a problem too, because you kind of have to train the children to kind of be able to take responsibility. Right? And if you're always monitoring everything, then they get to college and then, oh my God, there's no monitoring.
They are free. Now they are free. They are like, oh, I'm free. I'm free from this, my mother. My mother does not allow me to rest.
Exactly.
Big Bay, you are laughing me. You say I jackpot. Hey, over jackpot, they worry me. And you know what? You had to pay to enter those places. Oh, it's not small money you pay. Oh, to enter those places.
That was my first experience too. Was in a strip club in Nigeria.
Nigeria. If you know what is happening in Nigeria, you will not say that BDSM is not in Nigeria. Are you kidding?
Please. Now then they do pass. Forget all the.
Now then they do pass. They're not Nigeria. Hey, the kind of freaky. All the freaky what would they see from Mr. Macaroni? You know, which was it they happen for Nigeria? You never know.
Honestly, there's nothing that doesn't go on there. So there's no nationality that exempt from whatever is bad. We just do what we can and hope things turn out for the best. You know, in this case, it's just like there's a lot of anger, like people said, and that's true. I mean, there's almost no female that grew up in Nigeria that hasn't had some bad experience. There are few that did not, that escaped it, but most of us did, and we have every reason to be angry. But some of us, like I'm still going through therapy because they call it PTSD, which is actually because you have triggers every now and then. Whenever you hear about rape cases or sexual abuse cases, it kind of triggers you. But I mean, people should just learn empathy and just teach the core values beyond religion.
Love, respect, love, respect, empathy, friendship,
all those things are like core beyond this religion. And hopefully they go out there and they
take the right choices.
That's make the right choices. That's all we can do. Right? Like this girl, she's an adult. What are you saying that the parents didn't do? Now she sees her friends, they're wearing name brands. She wants name brands. She wants to belong. And then she's ready to do whatever. I believe she could probably have taken the money and gone, but you know, the guy would come after her. So, you know, you need to cut loose ends. It's bad. Yeah, I don't mean to laugh, but
That's
like
all right. That's
you
all
need
right.
to go,
We have a little bit of break. We laugh so that it's
you
stuff.
feel like you
Yeah.
set him up and get away with it.
Yeah.
And well, unfortunately, she wasn't that smart.
Yeah.
So yeah, the law
Thank
caught
you
up with
so
her.
much, Romari. Yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate your
no problem.
contribution,
I'm
sweetheart.
good. See my afan soup. This is Rosemary Bassi, so you know you're not gonna escape.
No, no way. I'm looking at you at last. Why did you change your name? I used to know you when you were Rosemary Bassi. Why did you change to Romari now?
Because you know, like a professor, I don't need people knowing where my business
I
online.
know. Okay. It's just for me to connect the dots now because my head, in my mind, you are Rosemary Bassi. Whenever I see it, I feel that's my in-law. But Romari is somebody that I don't know. So it's difficult for me now.
That's true.
Okay, I'm going to keep it in mind. Thank you so much. You cook afan soup? Did you cook afan?
Yes. So
You
live
did? Hey, let me go and tell them fun to come and eat afan soup in America.
I'll host you whatever you want. Just give me.
What state are you living in the US?
New York now. The first time you came, I was in Nashville, but I'm in New York, so I'm in New York now.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much, my in-law. I love you. You are so sweet. I love you. Thank you so much. Keep some of that afan for me, oh.
Next one, whenever you come.
Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless.
Bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sweetheart. Bye-bye. Yeah. So I need to end now, my people. Shen has added. Somebody said that. Oh, yeah. Hello, Shen.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
I'm good. I found your channel maybe what, 2, 3 weeks ago, and I've been watching everything.
Really? Amazing. Thank you.
God bless, my dear.
Thank you. So what do you have to
Okay.
say about this
Bye.
situation? Okay, bye-bye. Right. She just joined in to tell me how she found out my channel 2, 3 weeks ago, and she's been binge watching. Thank you so much, Shen. I appreciate that. I love you. God bless you. Please subscribe. Charlene, you said you got kicked out. Oh, I don't know if you can get back. Can you get back, Charlene? I've got the link here. For you alone, I will put the link. Can you click on it? I've just posted it now. Yeah. She just joined in to say that she just found my channel and she's been binge watching. So yeah, Charlene, if you can add yourself now, I really like to hear what you have to say before I conclude. Otherwise, Amaya, are you there? Psychosexual.
I dare they monitor situation.
Why they want to indoctrinate me for their BDSM and GBSM, whatever.
Oh, please. How many people know what BDSM be? You need to Google them before you even. Me no know. When you talk amateur, I've heard it before, but it's not the. I know the. But person not define. You know the put mind.
If you want to find out what it is now, just Christian Grey.
Google the thing. You know, so no big deal there at all. You know, so me just na solution I make we find. This one don't happen. We can't undo what has just been done. Yeah. Solution. Waiting before you marry, what you need to do. Gather, talk, have conversation, be adults about it. Their life is not perfect. Some people will have marriages that will work out, some people won't. It's just the way life is. So talk the matter. When this happens, what do we do? And you know, also I have to point out a lot of people who travel from, you know, different parts of the world to Nigeria, they're also part of the problem. Because when they go to Nigeria, some of these people, they will cash out their credit cards. They'll go Nigeria, go, they spend money, they make believe, say, na so the money they repete. The young ones are looking at them and they say, wow, when I want to do this, I want to, you know, their throat go come day long because of lack of contentment. So if the parents, if they don't have the right principles growing up. They don't have the right training. And like that other caller mentioned about Christianity, it's not just about Christianity. The right values that you need to learn and understand about being a Christian is very important, because is church not bigger than ever? Back then, how many people were going to church? Every church, there's every street, there's a church. There are pastors everywhere, self-proclaimed man of God everywhere. So it's not this. The right things. What are the right things? The right values that are being impacted, and how is it transforming these children? How is it transforming them? You know. So, and then somebody mentioned love. All those values, those are things that you should learn from home. Yes. Sometimes it's unfortunate home is not there to provide it to you. That's where school is important, because waiting parents don't fit catch, teachers go catch them. Growing up, I had teachers that cared, right? So if you're not doing very well, if you were a student that was doing very well, and all of a sudden you started doing very, poorly, they'll call you to the side and say, hey, what's happening? What is going on with you? And they will intercede on your behalf, to your parents, and talk to your parents about it. But how many of that is happening with the educational system in Nigeria? So there's a lot of moving parts to it. And we need to work from the ground up, not from the top down. The government is a direct result of its citizens. So if the citizens are not putting the right things in place and people are not doing what they're supposed to do, that's why you get a government like that. You keep getting a government like that because people have not put the work in. Parents, everybody's trying to compete with each other. Who are you competing with? Who cares?
Nigerian parents can compete for the world.
Exactly. I better pass my neighbor. Who are you? Nobody really cares if you really think about it.
Neighbor. No, they care in Nigeria. It's over here that we don't care because nobody sees anybody.
But really think about it though. Even if they say they care in Nigeria, but the truth is that do they really care? Because the truth is, it's not temporary hype. The person has his own, everybody will dance.
They just care about the perception of people. That's what they care about.
Thank you. That's an illusion. It's an illusion that you cannot attain. So everybody needs to work at their own pace. As married couples, if it doesn't work out, talk about how you're going to raise your children. Be adults about it. There are no crybabies in marriage, because when there are children involved, you cannot be a crybaby anymore. The crybabies are now the children. That's how I see it. I think that as a society, in order for us to move forward, we need to start having very hard conversations. It's not going to change overnight. We have dwelt so much on the issues and what happened. Okay, it has happened. Now, what do we do? Where are we going to? What is the solution?
That's what we call solution focus in social work. So solution focus. Thank you so much, Omoye. I appreciate you. I love you. Already know that I love you very much. Thank you
for your love you pass.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. Other people don't have them. Oh Chineke, God, have mercy. Shine, you are back. I thought you just wanted.
I wanted. Sorry, because I was listening to you while I was speaking to you on the other device, and it just got confusing. I couldn't understand what was going on. Sorry about that.
So you got 3 minutes. Can you tell me, please, what you want to add?
Yes. What I wanted to say was, yes.
Oh, it's gone again, Shan. Sorry. What's happening? Why Shan keep going? Okay, Shan. If I have to stay here much longer, I will because of you. Shan, please. I am so sorry. I don't know what's happening. I've added the link in the comment section again. Can you come back? Thank you. Please come back. Let me add Owo Keke. Hello, Owo Keke. Okay, Owo Keke is gone. Hanks. Hello, Hanks.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, what do you have to say?
I just came in. Only I heard few things you people were saying.
Right.
We have lost all the values in Nigeria.
Okay.
We are the poorest nation on earth now. Have you people not seen that Nigerians have become more desperate?
Okay.
Today of Nigeria, people are no more marrying because of love, but
We
people
are
are
not.
marrying your pocket.
Let me quickly correct that. We're not the poorest people on earth.
We are.
No, we are not.
It's there.
No,
Check
we're
it
not.
now.
We are the most corrupt. I think you're
The
mixing
most
it.
poorest.
The most
Yes?
corrupt, not the poorest.
No, even the poorest.
No,
Do you
we're
know how
not.
many Nigerians are entering into abject poverty
Yeah.
in a minute?
Yeah, but there is statistics for that, and Nigeria is not the poorest country in the world. Anyway, go ahead.
So, because of the way our leaders has taken our country, now people have become more desperate.
Yeah.
If you have money today, you can marry anybody you want in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Any lady will marry you because of your pocket, not because of love.
Yeah.
So, because of all these things happening, look at our students now. Look at the way their life today. It was not like that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? It was not like that before. But today Nigeria is not like Nigeria of before. So this is when you people are talking about solution, the solution is for our government to do your best. Do your best for your people. I don't know where they are gathering this money, where they are going, whether they are going to take it to heaven or to where they are going, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Help your people.
Government will do their best for the people.
Yes, this is what is happening in Nigeria because of poverty.
Yeah,
Everybody has become more desperate. You do anything with anybody now, you have to be worrying about maybe you get what you people did together if you do business. In terms of business, that is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So today the solution is for our government to try to help our economy to grow.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, because hey, I'm 40 something years, but today it was not like that before.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on that. Thank you so much, my brother.
Okay.
Yeah, have a good evening. Sharon, thank you so much for coming back. You're going to be my last but not the least caller.
Okay.
Hello, Sharon. Yeah, you're welcome, sweetheart.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, I was trying to make the point that a lot of times.
Yes.
Okay. Hello?
Go ahead. We can hear
Yes.
you. Just go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying sometimes it's not necessarily the parenting that was bad. Why a person turned out a certain way. Even back in the Bible, when you had Cain and Abel, they were raised by the same father in the same home.
Yeah.
And one became a murderer and one wasn't. A lot of times it's the mind of the person and the choice that they choose to make and the path that they choose to go down.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, you had a story where this guy came back from the US and he hired this guy and treated him well. And the guy still turned around and killed him, even though he was treated well. So, a lot of times, we say the parents and the upbringing, but that's not the only thing. Sometimes a person is just wicked and that's just it. They have a mind that they will just do anything, especially for money. And that's just the bottom line. And I get the feeling that's what's going on with this girl. She's actually wicked.
Yeah.
She could kill a person like that and not even flinch. Showed no remorse. And every 5 minutes she changed her story when she realized that she's being tied up.
Yeah.
So just pathetic.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I hope the court give her exactly what's coming to her, because even if she stole the guy money, she didn't have to kill him, and certainly not kill him in that manner. Very disgraceful.
Yeah.
Very disgraceful.
Yeah.
But my dear, I just want to thank you for having me on. And I know that you were over time on your show, and just wanted to let you know that I really enjoy your content.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
I'm from the Caribbean, by the way.
Yes, you. That accent, who could miss it? Are you from Jamaica or
Yes.
you're from Jamaica?
Yes,
You need to
Jamaica.
take me to Jamaica. I need to go to Jamaica. I want to
Yes.
visit the island. Thank you so much, Lee. I appreciate you, and I'm so glad that you came back.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Right. Okay. That was Shen. I'm so glad I got her back. I really wanted to hear from her because I always, when people who are from different background from us want to contribute, I always want to accommodate them. Thank you so much, Shen. I love you. Charlene.
Hello, Sister Bridget.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for being so patient and so kind to allow me in.
Oh, you're
I've been
welcome.
Yeah, I'm here in the UK. I always follow your channel. I'm from Jamaica. I heard you were talking about Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica.
All the Jamaica in the house. Say hi. I love you. Thank
I
you.
love you too, sister. So I am from Jamaica, but I love Africa. I love Nigeria. Nigeria has been my first Jamaican African country I've been to.
You've been there.
Yes, I've been to Nigeria. I was
Right.
living in the US and I went to Howard University. So I had some Nigerian friends and one of them were getting married and I went to Ibadan and I went to the wedding there. So I always loved Nigeria. So I always follow up with your program. Very interested. But this incident of this young man, belated young man, may rest in peace, and this young girl, I've been so attached to it really because I wanted to know what is in the mind of her. And
Yeah.
as a nurse by profession and as a lawyer by profession as well, I was very interested to find out what could trigger this young girl for her to be like this. And I've been listening in what you were saying about parenting. And I know, coming from a Christian home, coming from the Caribbean, we have a lot of parents, they do a lot for the children, but at some time, some child stray away from what the parents have nurtured them into.
Yeah.
They grew up in the church, they grew up in good homes. Parents have done a lot for them, but still yet by some chance they get distracted and they go out and do other things.
Yeah.
So sometimes the parents cannot be blamed because you see a child, they might do wrong, but their parents can do a lot for them, put them and grow them in the right way. But at some point, the devil enter and they by friends or whatever, and they stray away from the
Yeah.
right path. So I'm not the one to be judgmental when it comes to parenting,
Yeah.
because only that child knows what happened in the home. But in regard to this young lady here, I just believe that there's more behind the story of her.
Yeah.
I just believe that she
There's
did not do
more.
the action by herself. I
Yeah.
believe it is a conspiracy. I think, yes, she might have entered in and she had liked the guy, but at some point, influence might be other people were after his life because he's a wealthy guy. He's he's a trendsetter. He's
Yeah.
a star. And I think that might be people see the both of them around and they might have alert her and tell her that, okay, we want to get this guy, but you have to do this. And if you don't do this, then we can be after your life and after your family.
Yeah.
But it's just a pity at that age, 21-year-old, she has fallen into that to be a victim, to be a murderer per se.
Yeah. So she's
And
not
I know
she's the perpetrator. Yeah.
yes, and I think there's just more conspiracy. There's more inside of the story than that. So
Yeah.
let's see how it unfolds. It's just a pity. So sad at
Yeah.
21 years
All
old,
around. Yeah.
It's very,
Yeah.
very sad. But may they rest in peace. And I just know that justice will serve. It may be hard, and I pray that she will open her mouth and just speak the truth and then just see what the mitigating factors they have for her. And then they could, the law can give her what she deserves, really.
Thank you so much, Charlene. I
Thank you,
appreciate you.
Sister Bridget.
I appreciate you for joining me. God bless you, my
Thank you
love.
so much. God bless you. And thank you for the program you are doing. You are doing a great job.
Thank
You are
you.
doing a
Thank you.
great job. You are opening the minds of our people so we can freely express what is inside of us and not be afraid. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. God bless
Thank
you.
you, my love.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good evening. Yeah, so we've done 3 whole hours. This started out as a program. I wanted to just do it an hour and a half, but you know, as these things go, we have no control. So I love all my Jamaican subscribers, all my African American subscribers, anywhere you are from the world. Trust me, I don't care about you, where you come from, your creed, your religion, on all that. Those of you who've been here long enough know that I just take you as you are as a human being, and I don't care about that. So thank you so much. A big shout out to all my Caribbean subscribers, those who joined me tonight. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Edith. I love you too. We're ending the show now. Hopefully, people have learned. Yeah, Romari is dropping some serious sense in the comment section. Let's reflect, government, parents, whoever, as long as you have the responsibility of bringing children in, and you know, just like a lot of my subscribers and people who've come on the show said today, sometimes parents do their best, but children will choose, they will still choose their path. So yeah, we will continue as the story unfolds. Thank you so much, everyone that's been a part of this show, those that were here from the beginning. Please smash that like button. It's on YouTube. Smash it before you leave if you've not yet subscribed and you are watching. Thank you so much. Subscribe, and yeah, let's continue to speak our truth. Let's have this difficult, really difficult conversation. You know what? I kept saying to myself, some people come to YouTube and all they do is cook. Why can't I just choose cooking, Bridgie? Why do you have to go and choose this one that you'll be saying things that people, I mean, it's difficult conversation, but you know what? God has a way of doing things. You know, I'm not doing hair, makeup, I'm not doing food. It's all this heavy talk that I'm doing, but God knows why. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate your super chat. $19.99. God bless you. I love you, Bingbe. Thank you so much, Barry. Rose, you are a gem. I love you. Augustine, thank you. All the brothers in the house, a big shout out to you. I know sometimes it seems as if your voice is silenced, but we appreciate you. You are not silenced. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Anis Plata. Fine girl, no pimple. I'm waiting for you to join me. You have to join me sooner or later. So, yeah, thank you, Romari, my sister-in-law. I love you. God bless you. Make it a date with me tomorrow. I am back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. I've got 3 brothers. And when I say brothers, I mean brothers. These are matured men, educated men, well-seasoned men with lived experiences, and they are coming here to tell us what they want from us sisters. See, tomorrow I'm not going to talk. I'll just be the moderator. I'll just sit down here and be moderating while they will be telling us. So keep it a date with us tomorrow on Obodo Ibo TV. Give us a big thumbs up, Anis Plata. I love you for always doing that. And thank you so much. Fancy Face, you're still here, Sister Me. Oh, thank you. She said the channel isn't a trash talking channel. Keep it the good way you intended it to be when you started. Love you plenty. I love you more, sis. My New York sister, my sister love. I love you, sister. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I'm still getting super chat. Charlene Saunders, thank you. Oh, my US people here. You guys are too much. I appreciate you. So I'll meet you up tomorrow again. Keep it a date with me if you can. If you can't join at 7 GMT, that's Nigeria time, then join us. We'll be here. These brothers, they have a lot in their mind. They want to download it, and we are here to listen, learn, unlearn, and grow. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you. Thank you so much to everyone who's donated the super chats, and those of you that have been here from the beginning, those who've gone and come back, those who just joined, and those that will be catching this video later on. I love you guys. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. I love you.